Good evening, everybody. I'm your host Eagle, and we are back with not Xenoblade Friday, but Xenoblade Thursday. Xenoblade Thursday. And I decided to do a double dose of Xenoblade this week, like I mentioned last time, because there seems to be a lot more ground to cover with Xenoblade as opposed to Dark Souls or maybe another game. Although I do have some one-off games that I would like to do on my actual wildcard streams, but that'll be for later. Right now I want to play some Xenoblade. Yeah, apparently whenever I say I'm about to go live, maybe add like 20 minutes to that, because I'm very bad with time. And I guess I I cannot account for the fact that I have to eat dinner and set up stream, which apparently takes me about 20 minutes to get everything up and running. So maybe just tack on 20 minutes for your own sake if you're trying to keep track of when I go live, you know? Or maybe I just say the go live 20 minutes before I'm set to go live, you know? Instead of it being at 6 p.m. my time, I'll just do like a little bit before, 5:30 or something, 30 minutes before. Yeah, something like that. But then I'd have to be like, oh, in 1 hour and 30 minutes, and that's not a round number, you know? It just doesn't, it's not as appealing. Either way, I'll figure it out. And Grizz, hey, welcome to stream. Welcome. I do have a little bit of a surprise for y'all for Xenoblade. Nothing too crazy, although maybe a little bit crazy. I'm gonna load in and I'll show you guys what I mean. So, you can see here nothing's really changed. Samus is still my waifu character and stuff like that. But you may notice there's a difference between this character and this character. This is the one that I have been messing around with, and this is the one that we left off at. It seems I am one more level up in the file we left off at, and this is the file that I've been messing around with. If you see that it's a bit different, my waifu Samus here, I feel like she looks a bit more like actual Samus. I'm just gonna go in there and show you guys. When I was reviewing the VOD, I noticed that like the skin tone of all things, right? The skin tone of my waifu, and or I guess us as the player character, looked different from like the skin tone of everyone else's. And whenever we would go into a cutscene, it would just throw me off, because it's like I was from a cell shading of another game, you know? Like the lighting hit me different, everything was weird, and it was throwing me off. For some reason, it like really played into my perfectionist sensibilities. So now, she looks like this. If you remember that she had the short hair before, I remember you guys telling me that the other templates, the other characters, had different hairstyles, but I didn't know what that meant really until I started messing around with the character customization a bit more. It turns out that the first two template characters are the only ones that have this kind of ponytail with the bangs on the front, right? So I'm like, oh, that definitely suits Samus way better than whatever I was trying to go with, right? And then you couple that with the fact that the skin tone really wasn't kind of working with me. It like whenever I would look at my character, she would just look weird. She would stand out too much in the cutscenes compared to the rest of the characters. So I said, F it, we're gonna do everything from the beginning. We're gonna go back to the drawing board, remake my waifu until she's perfect, and then we'll go ahead and redo everything we just did, which actually in the grand scheme of things isn't a whole lot. We didn't get too far last time. There was a lot of lore exposition dump, and me just kind of running about and collecting things and messing around in character creator. But I tested this character out in multiple cutscenes. I did multiple profiles. You guys don't know the extent of what I had to do to get this to be perfect in my eyes, you know? A lot of the stream was customization too, yeah. And even then, like, apparently it wasn't enough for my brain, because I had to go back and redo everything again. I did kind of work off of what we did before in customization, so a lot of the legwork was already done. But yeah, I went into character customization. I took like side-by-side screenshots on my Switch, and I like compared them back to the templates we had. I compared the skin tones of the characters in the game. I did a whole bunch of things. And now if I were to like go up to Lynn here, I did try to make her really tall, Samus, considering that canonically she's 6'3". So like she has to be even taller than Elma here. And then I looked up freaking height charts of this game. Elma's like the biggest, the tallest female character. So I'm like, Samus has to be even taller than Elma. So taking that into consideration, I messed around with the height values until I got just the right one. And now the skin tone more or less matches. I realized in my research that the skin tone will not be 1-for-1 for the characters, because I think the NPCs have a unique color range that they're using to kind of make them stand out. But at least here, it's like not crazy in my eyes anyways. It probably doesn't matter to the average person, but to me it did. Her skin tone was like a really bright shade, a really colorful shade, which makes sense if you're like playing, I don't know, Super Mario Sunshine or maybe Wind Waker. But in a game like this, where the skin tone colors are kind of muted, I'm like, there has to be a skin tone here that matches kind of with what everyone else has in the game. The dedication to the waifu is strong, yes. I think Samus is like my #1 in my heart of like the list of waifus, you know, that I've accumulated over my years of playing video games and anime. There's just something about a strong woman that can kick my ass that like is really cool and inspiring to me. I don't know. Anywho, yeah, here we are. I managed to make it all the way back to this area. I had not entered the barracks yet. I have not entered the barracks yet, so we're gonna do a bunch of like cutscenes in that. But it gives us the chance to look at that one option I had skipped, that you guys really wanted me to see, where I tell the main guy no, and then he goes on a whole speech to recruit me anyways. Sorry, I just heard like the rain sound suddenly cut off, and I'm like, what the hell? So here we are. We're just gonna get back into here.
And here we are, the Blade Barracks. Consider yourself our guest until we finish getting you registered. Feel free to come and go as you please.
I also noticed in doing these cutscenes multiple times, the options, they actually do tell you a little bit about what you'll be talking about if you choose one over the other. It says ask about registration, social interest, or frown and say nothing and look away. For posterity's sake, I'm just going to choose this one.
I think I can answer that one. So, you must be the latest rescue.
Blade.
Secretary Nagi.
Miss Ku.
Oh yeah, it looks a lot better.
Always, I see.
What can I say? Pep is my middle name.
Very satisfied with my work.
I ran into Doug Barrett.
Just don't mind me this whole cutscene and the cutscenes to follow. I'll just be admiring my waifu.
Today's flight, I should know.
No, nothing to worry about.
Good. Be sure it stays that way. More importantly, Elma, you found another one. Excellent work out there.
Just doing my job, Mr. Secretary.
Now, as for officially registering our new citizen here.
Why don't we talk inside? There's a lot of ground to cover. It could take some time.
Ah yes, of course. Forgive me. You must be weary from the stasis and your journey back to us. Please, after you.
I'll put on some tea.
Mm-hmm. Very nice. if I do say so myself.
Allow me to formally introduce myself. My name is Kentaro Nagi. You may remember me as Captain of the White Whale, but now I serve as Secretary of Defense here for New LA.
Kentaro.
The provisional government has charged me with keeping the peace, so all military and police matters fall under my jurisdiction.
He's also my superior officer. And he'd be an excellent person to talk to when you're ready to start looking for work.
What about a job right here with Blade? She seems capable.
Let's give it a little more time. At least until she knows enough to be able to make an informed decision. She seems to be suffering from some form of memory loss.
Memory loss? From the stasis?
She could barely remember her name, and nothing at all about what happened to Earth or the White Whale.
I see. Though,
No,
come
don't
to
do
think of it, the entire lot of us have only been on this planet for what, 2 months? It shouldn't take very long to get caught up.
My thoughts exactly.
Well then, where should we begin?
We already did these. I think the final question is just registration. Lynn and Elma are basically the only two characters that got fully updated models from the original. They made them look a lot better. They made Elma even hotter and Lynn less bug-eyed. Damn it! Now I kind of wanna see how bug-eyed Lynn looks like.
Ah yes. All citizens of NLA are required to register their name, age, and occupation. We also ask you report any personal assets and take a short survey regarding your current state of health. All purely as a precaution. I'm sure you understand. As the caretakers of humanity's survival, we all have certain responsibilities.
And hey, it's not all bad. Registering gets you access to all kinds of public services.
Oh, I have to go through all three?
BLADE is an acronym. Builders of a legacy after the destruction of Earth. Quite fitting,
Builders
I think.
of a Legacy.
It's a relatively new organization. Up
Can I
there in
skip this?
space we had...
I hope it doesn't skip the... Oh, I have to... It's gonna do all three.
It started at the end, 2 years ago. The end.
We already know about how we ended up here, destruction of Earth, yada yada yada. All right. I'm actually gonna turn on the AC real quick. Now that we're kind of in warmer weather, although today is relatively kind of chilly. I can't have the window open because there's always people and dogs barking and stuff outside. So AC it's gonna have to be. And then it just like with my laptop and all my equipment and stuff like that, it heats up real fast, especially since I have my headphones on my ears. It tends to get warm real quick. So I'm gonna turn that on real quick. Give me 1 second. Alrighty then. Now, you probably will hear the air conditioner noise more often, usually when I'm talking. But overall, I don't think it diminishes the sound quality that bad. I have been paying attention to the VODs to kind of see how it is. I did it last stream too, and it's only really noticeable when I'm speaking. And even then, it's like background noise. It's not too debilitating, I don't think. It is different, like from how I sound without it. But if it's gonna save me from overheating, then I'm gonna do it. By golly.
You know, it's not every day we're authorized to let a civilian tour the administrative district.
Yeah.
It's fine. Cool,
really,
cool.
really want her to join Blade.
The AD is a bit different from the other districts. It's got everything a Blade would need, all in one place, without any extra fluff.
Get a load.
I was wondering why she was doing the pog face.
So cool.
There's like a slight delay before it switches over to the mech. And then we find out she's a mechanophile.
What? You don't remember what a skell is? That gorgeous exoskeleton that just went by? Basically like the most incredible, awesomest super weapons ever? Lasers, force fields, bipedal and vehicular transformations. Sorry, just... I get so excited whenever I think about it.
We love people who yap about their interests. So good.
Originally, scales were developed as a defensive measure to counter potential alien threats. It wasn't enough to save Earth, though. We were outnumbered and outgunned. Still, just look around you. New LA has gone from basically nothing to this in just 2 short months. We could never have come so far, so fast, without Skell technology.
So they use the mechs to like do construction work too?
Love to
Makes
get you
sense.
into one to see for yourself, but it's not that simple.
Well, yeah, duh. For one thing, only Blades are allowed to pilot Skells.
Yeah, Hadoi.
Even then, you need a license.
These aren't toys we're talking about. They're complex machines with powerful weapons. And they're a precious resource. We only have so many of them to go around. So yes, as you might imagine, the certification process is a fairly rigorous one.
I'm sure you're thinking, where do I sign up for the test? But it's not that simple. They choose you, not the other way around.
Like
You
Pokemon.
can't just walk in the front door and volunteer.
There is some criteria. The details are largely hidden, but basically, HQ only allows the cream of the crop to take the test. Blades who go above and beyond in their duties, and for the people of New LA in general.
So what do you say? If you become a Blade and work hard, I'm sure it'll only be a matter of time before they tap you on the shoulder.
Speaking of work, that reminds me. Why don't we check out the mission control board first? That's where we take on our assignments.
It was announced today that Monolith Soft helped develop Mario Kart World. They really are carrying Nintendo right now. Becoming the backbone of Nintendo, I guess. If anybody can build a world, I guess it is Monolith Soft.
So this is mission control. We don't have a dispatch system yet, so Blades usually choose their own assignments. Everyone comes here and selects from the missions available on the board.
And it's not just official Blade tasks. Anyone with a request is free to post here. Businesses, citizens, whoever.
Yeah, it's basically how anything gets done in New LA, so the board is constantly updating.
Job
Just
board.
about every Blade will stop by here at some point in their shift.
It's like our second home. You'll always find a number of Blades around here blowing.
Am I
off
going to get the
signals
Switch
and
2
browsing for controls for the next
eventually?
assignment.
Whenever I get freed up,
I don't
I'll
think
stop the
anytime
first thing to
soon,
check for
though.
any missions I might be suited for.
Likewise. And if the assignment seems too tough to handle solo, that's what the Scout console is for. We should show you that next.
Hey, who's
Scout
giving this
Council.
tour anyway? We also have the Scout console, if the assignment seems too tough to handle solo. And Elma just said that, didn't she?
Hey.
So the Switch 2 on the Switch. Yeah, I'm not like an early adopter for systems like these. Usually I wait until quite a few games have come out for it. And even then, I'm like, when it comes to consoles and stuff, I'm usually like a late adopter, actually. Like when a lot of games have come out for it and I managed to find it on sale or something. But I'm wondering if like something like the Switch 2 and its games can even go on sale. Maybe the system can, if you get it like on eBay as a secondhand market, some kind of deal. But like the digital games, I don't think we're ever gonna see a sale on digital games from Nintendo, at least, going forward, because it's all digital now, so they can do whatever they want with it, I guess. I don't know. So I guess ultimately I'm just kind of like a wait it out kind of guy.
Ta-da! The Blade Scout
You want it,
console.
but not enough to go to sleep in front of GameStop.
When the going
Apparently,
gets tough,
they're not
the
like
Jack go to the Scout
super
console.
out of stock,
You
so you
know,
can just go
to
get one
get
anywhere at this
tougher.
point. And they seem to be okay.
Do end up joining us. You quickly realize just how important this little kiosk is. A lot of the mission control assignments are too much for any one blade to handle. They tend to call for multiple members with specialized knowledge or unique skills. This console lets you search for and recruit other blades to fill those roles for just such an occasion.
You can't spell blade without team. Sorta. Anyway, awesome, right?
Oh, Lynn.
So, you ready to join up?
Hang on, Lynn. Take it easy, would you?
What? I'm just saying you'd have to be some kind of an idiot not to want to join Blade. Or maybe a crazy person.
Oh, and here I thought you might be pressuring our guest.
Apology accepted. Now, how about a little shopping? And I'm not talking about the stuff over in the commercial district. I'm talking about Armory Alley.
Trying to get you to join a cult. Join us. I was actually wondering.
Listen.
Oh, there's a thing back here. I was actually wondering what the role of Blade is within this like society, I guess, because they have a president, right? That one guy that was on the big TV screen, but that president dude, he's not part of Blade, but like we're part of Blade. Is Blade just like the military, or do we still have a military in this world?
So this street's what we call Armory Alley.
Blades can requisition equipment from any of the vendors here.
I won't lie, most Blade members face danger on a daily basis. Having the latest gear isn't about impressing your friends. It's a matter of survival.
I disagree. You gotta be fashionable while you're fighting out there.
That goes not only for your personal armor and weapons, what we call ground gear, but for Skell equipment as well.
You can even buy whole skells. Can you imagine owning your own skell? Huh? Oh, right, the tour. I think all that's left is the heart of Blade itself. Blade Tower.
Blade handles all the outside stuff of NLA? Ah, gotcha.
Am I right?
I've already talked to most of these guys already. I forgot I can sprint and super jump.
So yeah, Blade Tower. When we come here, it's usually to stop by Blade HQ. The higher-ups, like Secretary Nagi and Commander Vandam, will spend most of their day here. The government leaders, too. They're based in the tower. Guys like our new Director General Maurice Chassan, for example.
Blades sometimes report to the leadership here after we finish key assignments. You'll want to remember this place.
Yeah, the big ass tower. How could I
That
forget?
about does it for our tour. So, what do you think? Pretty amazing setup, right? You can't wait to join Blade, right?
Okay, Lynn, seriously, that's enough. We're not here to make a sales.
I forgot I could move the camera.
Just want you to have all the facts so you can make an informed decision.
You can probably zoom in too, huh?
Or not.
Yes.
Now that you've seen where and how we work, hopefully it made a good impression, but your decision will be just that, your decision. In any case, let's head back to the
I bet I
barracks.
can't shift the
Secretary
camera.
Nagi will be waiting.
Mission complete. Every time they say Blade, it makes me think of Blade from like the Vampire Hunter, you know? And then we go back. We can take the shortcut, just jumping around everywhere. You want to shift the camera so you can have it on the face of who's talking? Something like that, right? All right, here we go. the part that I had skipped in the first part.
Yes, very amusing.
He's like,
Who
stop
wants a
that.
fresh cup of tea?
Thank you, Ms. Gu, but I can't stay long. I just wanted to pass along a request from your commanding officer.
Commander Vandam? Does it have anything to do with our new arrival?
Correct. He stopped by while you were out on your tour. He said he'll come back, but that I shouldn't wait to ask you.
Here we go. I bet I can guess.
You probably can. He wants to fast-track our new friend here for blade duty with a training assignment. What in the hell are we waiting for? As he put it.
The commander does have a way with words.
Makes even my pitch sound smooth.
I explained about the memory issues, but he didn't see it as a problem. And to be honest, given our current need for blade recruits, I can't say I entirely disagree.
Hey, it's not me you need to convince. Blade service is voluntary, remember?
Of course, and I would never force or coerce anyone. Well, friend, what do you say? Can we count on you to do your part?
I choose no. Shrug your shoulders and shake your head. Here we go. The zoom in.
Ms. Ku, how much do you know about life pods?
Life pods? You mean like from the white whale?
Yes, those life pods. Like the one Elma, a blade, rescued our friend here from. Emphasis on the word rescued. Because if you aren't released, you just sit there frozen in stasis. Forever.
I mean, until the stasis gives out, right?
So did you have an engineering question about life pods? Or is this all part of the guilt trip?
I'm sure I have no idea what you're talking about. What'll it be, friend?
My answer is still no. The zoom in.
Now, you wouldn't want to refuse the people who saved your life, would you, friend?
Friend. Oh God. How many times can I say no? I was confused. Did you mean no? I would not
You
betray a
wouldn't
friend?
refuse. That's a yes, right?
They even put it into the thing.
You said no. You wouldn't
Oh, okay,
refuse.
okay, now it's gonna loop.
That's a yes, right?
One more time.
You said no. You wouldn't refuse. That's a yes, right?
I will never force or coerce anyone. Alright, alright.
I knew you'd make the right choice. Welcome to the organization. Elma, she can start on your team. You'll begin training immediately.
I'm basically at gunpoint.
Yes, Mr. Secretary. With pleasure.
All right. Welcome to the Cool Kids Club.
No one says that, Lynn. Please stop.
Now then, let's discuss that training assignment. We've decided to start you out on a probe installation, just to get your feet wet.
I guess we should back up a bit. Here in New LA, we're using a specialized computer system called Frontier Nav to help us deploy a sensor grid across Mira. A network of data probes that allows us to monitor conditions and collect all kinds of information about the planet.
Expanding that grid and filling in the blind spots is one of Blade's highest priorities. Here, take a look at this. What you're seeing on screen is a terrain map that includes New LA and the surrounding landmass. As you can see, we've divided the area into a series of hexagonal blocks. We call these blocks segments, and together they form our grid. We determined this was the most efficient pattern, given the limited range of our probes. Based on it, we know exactly where we need the probes to go. Now we just have to install them.
The sooner the better, as far as I'm
The left side isn't
The Frontier Nav probes can
grid.
also detect the general locations of living things in the vicinity, which comes in handy if we need to track down a Blade or another citizen.
Yes, quite handy indeed. So for this first exercise, you'll be heading here, to that white segment. Go there, install the data probe, and then come back home.
Got it. East of the city.
In that case, we can take the East Gate out of the administrative district, right? We should be there in no time.
I'll leave the details on the data probe installation procedure to you, Elma.
Of course, Mr. Secretary. All right, you two, shall we?
Yeah! Training or not, let's go install the hell out of that probe!
Install the data probe at the Frontier Nav site and complete your training. Requisite level 4. Mining probe G1. Research probe. Head to the East Gate. Simple enough. Chapter 2. Can I talk to him? I think we've already done this, but for authority's sake, we're gonna go ahead and do that again. Perhaps toss the field. I'm gonna see what I mean. Go out there and see what a blade can do. It's fun figuring out when the characters are born, since the year is 2056. And Navi is 54. Oh, Nagi's 54. So Nagi was born in 2002. Wait, what? That's crazy. 2056, I guess that's not that far, right? We're in 2025. Another 25 years.
To the east of the city this time.
6.
It'd be a long walk
31
all the way
years
back
from
over
now.
to the West Gate.
Hold on. Are we even sure the East Gate will be open? Last I heard, it was still on lockdown from all the high-level indigen activity.
It was, but they just lowered the threat level earlier today. The gates are officially open for business. One of our teams must have gone out there and kicked some furry indigen butt, huh?
Man, that is wild to think about, actually. He's 54 and he's from 2002? Man. So just was you and Alma, Ina and Gwen.
Wouldn't surprise me at all. Irina's team is one of our best.
How does she know Irina and Gwen?
We ran into them just before we met up with you. They were on their way out to an assignment.
Well, then that settles it. It must have been them, right? Man, forget this amateur hour probe baloney. Those guys are where the action's at.
I'll try not to take that personally. But enough talk. We've got our mission to deal with. Let's head out.
Roger. That probe isn't gonna install itself. Let's get to the East Gate, shall we?
Looks at East Gate. This is Eleonora, Blade support lead, here to tell you that segment featured on your map is now available. It's displayed on your handheld comm device and is a useful tool to learn lots about Mira. Give it a look if you're unsure where you are and what to do. Yeah. Segments. Main menu segments check details on segment region for each segment, and the location segments containing FN probe placement tiles. And Elma is 29, so she wouldn't be born until 2 years from now. Crazy. Oh, I don't know if we talked to this one.
Yes?
Suriella. Have you come to see the town helper? I'm sorry, what? You don't know the town helpers? It's me, silly. I'm a mediator, but I started dabbling on the side. I teach weapon skills, offer equipment tips, deliver lost items, and give life advice. Folks started calling me the town helper. I kind of like it, to be honest. That's cool.
Yes?
I guess that's all she says, though. Alright.
Hey.
Killed an indigent the other day, and a weapon popped out of its belly. Now I will wield it in combat to honor the comrade that monster ate. Oh, so that's how we get weapons? It just, like, comes out of the monster? Change the time. That's kind of wild to think about. I'm learning so much. That's a really funny way of justifying getting weapons from defeating monsters. I know, right?
Hey.
And equipment too. So it's kind of fucked up to think about that, like, the equipment that we're getting that's like an upgrade from drops is just like somebody's... We're taking it off of like a digested, diseased corpse. That's kind of a little bit gross to think about. And it was in a monster belly too, so like, I hope we washed it beforehand, you know? Ask about the indigents of Primordia. Get used to battling indigents by fighting some Ovis. Lousy with them. Unlike Rexes and other most ferocious indigents, Ovis won't even attack unless you hit them first. That makes them useful as training dummies. Another piece of advice, don't mistakenly pick a fight with any more dangerous creatures near Saram Lake to the north. Numerous skilled interceptors have fallen to the indigents in that area. As noble a goal as protecting the city is, it's not worth risking your life like that. If you ever catch the eye of those indigents, just turn around and run away.
Hey.
Any news? Apparently Nelson's team has gone missing. They have planned to install a number of data probes, but then come back straight to the city. But what could have happened to them? I don't know what sort of foe they ran into, but let this be a lesson to you. You have to be careful when you're exploring. Gotcha. And here's where we left off. I'm gonna go ahead and make a save. Might as well just put it here. And then I gotta see my sound settings. Make sure everything is as it was. Something like this. I played it lower the other day because I had it on like speakers basically. And I had something else playing in the background, so I didn't want to make it that loud. But now for the stream's sake, I kind of want to up it a bit. As usual, I'll just be taking out monsters that are in my line of sight, in my way, as it were. And then I want to expand the minimap as far as it can. I also have a map here. It was talking about like sectors. So here you can see like me being busy trying to clear out all the chests and like lootables in the area. But it looks like there's other stuff, other regions, I guess. And they want us to go that way. Giant monster crossing. There's the base camp. Blade has base camp set up throughout Mira, where you can rest up in a tent or trailer. If you find one, knock off your boots and make yourself at home. That's what they're there for. Oh, so this is like a mini barracks, and that's why you're able to change the time. That's pretty cool. There's just a bunch of like monsters here sleeping, no biggie. Or are they dead? Oh, they're dead. And this is a cutscene.
What the hell happened here? You don't think that one Sinicula could have killed all these simius?
Unless...
Unless?
Unless... what?
This is bad.
What's bad? I don't follow you.
That Sinicula. It's a tyrant.
Huh? But it looks just like any other Sinicula.
Think about it. Your typical simius is way higher up on the food chain than your typical Sinicula, right? Usually we'd find one simius standing over 3 or 4 Sinicula corpses. But here, the tables have been turned. And I don't see a single trace of any other indigents in the area. There's only one explanation. That Sinicula is a tyrant.
It's gotta go down.
Let me check the Blade Report database. If there's a tyrant this close to the city, someone must have run across it. Bingo. There was a Sinicula tyrant sighted not too long ago, but it was a couple of segments further out.
It could have followed the blade that spotted it back towards New LA, or come here to feed, or who knows what.
That's crazy. I can't believe there's a tyrant right on our doorstep and HQ isn't doing a thing about it.
Well, don't forget why they sent us here in the first place. Frontier Nav's range is still limited.
Oh, right. They couldn't track it if there's no local probe. They must have lost it when it went off the grid.
No longer Sephier hair. Yeah, SF, welcome to stream. While it's paused here on my beautiful waifu's face, yes, I kind of went crazy after stream, and over the next few days, I dedicated myself to perfecting my waifu's look, which involved me having to start over at the beginning and run through the cutscenes where I can compare faces and I can compare skin tones and all that stuff. And then I noticed that the hair, the ponytail that looks exactly like Samus, the ponytail is only with the first 2 like template character models. So I had to choose one of those 2, and then I compared to see which one was better. I basically took a bunch of reference photos, took a bunch of screenshots, like did the research, did intensive testing, you know, until I finally ended up on what I consider is basically the perfect combination here. At least to me, in a way that satisfies me. The hair, honestly, I was debating about the hair, but like ultimately I decided her hair is like golden yellow, golden blonde. So this is probably as best as it's gonna get. Yeah, I was labbing the character creator. And basically this is what I came up with, and I think I'm really satisfied with how she came out. And now she looks great in cutscenes. The other models I did, they were okay on their own, but when you compared them like next to other character models, they looked weird. They looked weird. Like the color, her color of her skin was too saturated, which would look great in like a cell shaded game, or any other cell shaded game, but like compared to other character skin tones, they're kind of more like muted. So I had to find like basically the perfect skin tone so that they wouldn't stand out weird and still kind of maintain the overall design that is my waifu Samus. And this is what I came up with, and ultimately I'm very proud, very satisfied with what I came up with, and I'll be happy to look at her more in the cutscenes to come. Labbing the character creator. Yeah, I'm really good. I'm a pro in character creator now. So now we have the option to suggest killing the tyrant or ask what a tyrant is. I suppose I should ask.
The tyrant designation is given to creatures that pose a special threat in one way or another. That doesn't always mean raw strength. Some tyrants will actually register as low rank when you find them out in the field and engage them in combat.
But don't let that fool you. If a creature shows up as a tyrant, you can be sure it's got at least one nasty trait or ability to speak.
Oh, they got like special
The
skills.
system can't account for everything though, so don't let your guard down, no matter what rank it assigns. Even some of Blade's very best teams have come back with serious injuries after running
As long as it
into
doesn't have
tyrants in the
spike
field.
damage, we'll be fine.
If they come back at all.
Suggest that 3 of you handle it. Say you can't just leave it so close to New LA. Yeah. I don't know how strong it is compared to us, right? So to say that we could probably fight it off is maybe not the best choice. I'll try to see if we can find some way to like lure it away.
As long as you understand the risks involved. Lynn?
Count me in. The same goes for everyone in New LA, but if we're gonna settle here on this planet, we're gonna have to get used to dealing with tyrants now and then. Besides, if I need to, I can always run away while it's busy chewing on one of you guys.
Haha. Very funny.
Fair enough.
She's got the jokes.
But don't push it, okay? Either of you. If we can take it down, great, but if not, even just luring it away would be a moral victory. As long as we buy enough time to install the probe, we can use Frontier Nav to track it, or any other tyrant that comes this close to the city from now on. Just make sure you're ready before we attack. This'll be tougher than anything else we've faced.
I'm sure we got it. In before we don't got it. Engaging a tyrant is no small task. It is important to equip your best gear before charging in. Double check all weapons and gear. Make sure your arts are ready and leveled up. As the first step to becoming a combat master. Tyrants. Tyrants are powerful enemies boasting a unique moniker and extraordinary abilities. They also have a special mark next to their name. And they may yield valuable items when defeated. Oh, so these are just the named characters from Xenoblade. And then let me just take a look at my stuff real quick. I don't know if I picked up anything. Oh, apparently I did. Oh, but it's just a different knife. Melee attack up or weapon attack power up. Which does boost weapon attack by 5%. Or boost melee attack by 10. I don't feel like doing math right now, so let's see. Melee accuracy by 10. Melee is already kind of accurate, right? It's not going to miss all that much. So we're going to keep this knife. Gun. It's just kind of letting us know what Lynn has. I have the best gun so far. Looks like it. Prototype bodywear, prototype sleeve. I have this one. Worn survival sleeve, which gives me a bunch of stuff, so I'll wear it. Lynn's armwear. And then, yeah. I have these boots, but it's not as good. So we'll do that. And then we gotta go to fashion gear. Oh, it looks like the arm is as it should be. Okay. As long as we're good on that aspect, then I guess it wants us to look at Lynn's gear on Samus. Blade suit survival. Blade suit prototype. Oh, we have the prototype now. Okay, cool. We'll equip the green one just because I like that color. Then light suit. Oh, her arms. Her arms do look cool though. And then the arms on the other one. Yeah. No. And then the boy shorts. Alright, arts. I have the shadow one. I think previously anything that was gonna do topple and damage, I was gonna do. And then I do Y. There we go. I have 4. I have 41 and I need 4. Okay. And is it per person? It is. Okay, cool. She has thermal res up. Boosts damage, inflicts topple, and deals thermal damage. I guess we could do a save here. We can do this one. Since we are confirmed to be using this one. And just because I hate red dots, let me see what else is here. Navigation panel. Our navigation panel on the right tracks stuff for you, yes. Art setup, art power rating. Absolute value that broadly indicates how strong and offensive art is. If you want to prioritize dealing a lot of damage, try filling your palette with arts with a high power rating. Battle points necessary to upgrade arts and skills, obtained through many ways. The Mirror and Archives allow you to read a synopsis of past story missions or look up meanings of important items. Description for each article will be updated as you complete new relevant story stuff. The control guide, very important. Gameplay tips, segment feature, gear and arts. And then the Mirror and Archives is gonna catch me up to date as to what happened. We joined Blade. And then we set out to fight, set up that beacon. We have Nagi now, former White Whale captain, now Unlaid Defense Secretary. Nagi governs tirelessly to make life on Mira tolerable. He is also a EI Jutsu master. Some say the best combatant in all Blade. Nice. Blade. Paramilitary group established to replace the coalition government forces. The letters are an acronym for Builders of a Legacy After Destruction of Earth. The term was coined by Secretary Nagi. Ooh. Skell. That's, you know what? This is a lot of reading. I wanna go shoot the thing. We're gonna go ahead and do it. You can aim your attacks at particular parts of your enemies. Reducing the appendage health gauge to 0 will destroy it. You can change the part you aim at with RY or A. Additionally, destroying appendages before defeating an enemy may yield additional rewards in battle for spoils. Oh, so it's like it's operating under Monster Hunter rules.
How is this even remotely fair?
Level 5. Yo, this is easy. Easy sweep. We're gonna go for it.
Open fire and don't let up. I've got your cover fire. Shadows, roger.
Did that work? Then move in and strike.
Sliding slinger. Appendage down. Weaken him and lay in. Roger.
R and Y? There we go.
That put a dent in him.
Leave it to
Move
me.
in and keep the rhythm going. Yeah?
You'll want to see this move.
Flame grenade! I'm off balance.
I've been staggered.
I should probably do armor on myself.
Move in and do some damage.
Flame flow.
Appreciate it.
Fire carnival. Roger.
I hear the sounds of very fast bullets.
I think we've run it down. Keep shooting.
Yeah. You're on top of this now.
Oh. The music really picked up.
I'll make them hurt.
Roger seems to get fired up.
Shadow strike.
Here comes the fireworks.
It's down. Hit it for everything.
Flame grenade!
Leave this
You
to
don't
me.
see this every day.
Sliding nice. Move in and do some damage.
Fire carnival.
Now, melee attack.
This is the Kill a Kill song.
Wild smash.
Slim edge.
I missed the timing.
Nice. Move in and do some damage.
Already experienced?
There we go.
Got better.
Picard side slash. You know what? Yeah, we'll do an Eagle Screech for that. Our first encounter.
Nice work, Lynn. You fought well. You did too.
You sang the song with Rita
Now
and it's
let's
been
get
your
down to
brain rot for so
business and
many
install
weeks.
that data
Nice. Now that I've heard it
If we stay here
live,
for
I'm gonna
long,
have to
there's no
check out
telling what
your
other playmates might
your
show up.
VOD. Is it a VOD?
This
No,
beam
it's
of light indicates
a cover
frontier nav
song
site.
thing
It
on
marks
YouTube.
the ideal
.com.
spot to bury the probe.
Anyways, Elba's yapping and I'm over here deciding deciding what to call YouTube upload cover.
Okay, the probe should be ready for insertion. I'll just boot it up.
Thanks, Lynn. The
It's a
top
giant
half
spike.
Of the cylinder contains the probe itself. The bottom half is a laser. It dissolves the soil so the probe can burrow to the proper depth.
Freaking
We
laser.
tried just planting them on the surface at first, but we kept running into problems with the local wildlife damaging the goods. Burying them is going to save us all a lot of time and headaches in the long run. We all set?
Yes, ma'am. Whenever you're ready.
Why don't you do the honors? You can launch it right from your comm device. Give it a try.
Oh. Show interest in launch upload. Suggest Lynn should take care of it. Yeah, we'll do it. Let me download the app, I guess. Oh.
Good. Now we just need to give it a minute to reach the target depth.
Oh, it goes deep, deep. I literally thought it was just gonna be a spike that you like
And
stab the ground
installation
with.
complete. We are now online with a solid connection to Frontier Nav.
Excellent. See? At the end of the day, there's really not much to it. The hardest part was calculating the ideal probe locations. We need them spread out evenly to maximize data collection.
Yep, planting probes is easy. And the more we plant, the more likely we are to find missing crew. So
Like,
anytime you see a probe site, there's no excuse not to plant that sucker.
Like setting up a Wi-Fi mesh router.
That'll do it for your training. Let's head back to the barracks and report to Secretary Nagi.
Cool. That's it, we're in. We're part of Blade now. We defeated Volkampf. We got some gloves for our troubles. Frontier Nav probe sites, or FN sites, and FN sites for short. Frontier Nav, FN, got it. FN sites for short are optimal locations to plant data probes. Placing one will reveal segment recon for the surrounding segments. Oh. You can go to the main menu, map segments, to see which segments contain Frontier Nav probe placement spots. Random person sliding into my DMs. I'm Lao, a Pathfinder. If we're gonna grow Frontier Nav, we're gonna need to install more data probes. To plant one, simply approach a vacant Frontier Nav probe site and press A. If you find a good spot, be sure to go ahead and claim it. It's common sense, really. Oh, now Elma's in my DMs? Now all that's left is to report back to base, but first, I'll let you in on the secret. A giant beast like that is usually best engaged with a Skell. Neutralizing a foe like that on foot, especially a tyrant, is pretty risky. So be careful about such things in the future, okay? How big can they get? Segment Recon shows details of the tasks that need to be performed in each segment. Each category is shown with its own icon. Resolving these increases your survey rate. If there is a segment recon task still to address at your current location, a yellow hexagonal area will be displayed on your minimap. This is known as the segment marker. The segment marker indicates the borders of the segment you're currently occupying. The border segment you're currently occupying. You can also go to the main menu, map segments, and then select the segment. Press R to manually display segment marker for that particular segment on the minimap. It says segment a lot of times. Manually set segment markers will be displayed as a border of blue, as a blue hexagonal area when you're outside of their borders. I don't get it, but I'm sure it'll make sense later. FM Site 16, what does it say? Tyrant? Hephaestus the Absconder. In nighttime, apparently. Told me that there's the king of all dual gills living in the pond near Roof Rock. I was like, whoa, and then I was like, what's a dual gill? How big can they get, he says. I'm guessing they're gonna get huge. Apparently. I don't know. I'll believe it when I see it. Vehicle wreckage. Have you seen a wrecked vehicle just outside New Escape? That belonged to a friend of mine. He botched it. And these are locked. And then treasure. Okay, so we can go back. I am curious as to what's to our bottom here. What happens if I stand in the middle? I am seeing everything in 5G. Alright. I guess I can... Can I drop a marker? Region intel. Whoa. Affinity mission, normal mission, advanced story to unlock. Ah, okay, that's what it does. Recon complete, fast travel. Oh, this is what I was looking at. Survey rate. Primordia. Oh, for this entire continent, I've only done 4%. Oh. Yeah, I don't know how much of this I'll do. I may do a bit more off stream, but I don't know how much of this I would do normally, I guess. Where am I going? In the right direction. Just pick up a bunch of stuff. Oh, the treasure info just appears there. Although there's one over there, apparently. I gotta be careful not to run into the really big monsters. Roof rock, it says. Oh, it's all the way up there. Can I get it? I just gotta Skyrim climb this, right? Like a good spot. With the power of mountain goat climbing, anything is possible. As long as the wall is not 90 degrees, it is climbable. Nice. We got 1 BP and some credits. Now there is another one here. Down over yonder. I'm still not sure if we take fall damage in this game, but I've fallen from quite a height and I don't think I've taken damage quite yet. Nice. Is this sector just full of treasure items? Is that what it's trying to tell us? No fall damage in this game? Nice. I'm gonna be zooming all over the map then. Oh, I gotta find like a particular thing, a wreckage of a car. Jump all you want, fall all you want. Yippee! Oh, maybe not directly into the tree there, but... Oh, a named character. Seren the Lost. At level 13. We are not gonna fight that quite yet. Fall damage will return, like a Marvel end credits. Fall damage will return in Xenoblade 2. Yeah, it's super good. I get it doesn't make sense lore-wise, but F it. We're superhuman. Let us do the thing. Fall damage will return in Avengers Doomsday. You'd think this wreckage being so close to the colony that they'd want to like tow it back, you know? And maybe they just filed it as a complete loss. Someone truly botched it out here. Can I... Fast travel back? I guess not yet, huh? I'll just follow the red border. Maybe they reported it and they'll come back for it later. Maybe. If that's true, then they really are as short-handed as they say. Hence why they wanted to recruit the great Samus bounty hunter.
Hey,
Oh no. Let's make each other a promise. We're both gonna come back from our deployments alive. Deal? No, that's a red flag, girly. Why would you trigger a death flag like that? This is doomed Yuri. You're going into doomed Yuri territory. Don't do it. Alright, let's see what the main guy has to say. Can I load this? I cannot use this. Damn it. Oh, there's another guy there.
Commander Vandam.
Well, now look what the cat dragged in.
Why does he look like the guy from One Piece? The One Piece!
Sorry we missed you last time. We could have come to meet you at HQ, you know.
Indeed. I suggested as much. Twice.
Or maybe like Armstrong
You know
from
how much I enjoy
Fullmetal
being
Alchemist.
told what to do. Anyway, I hear you tangled with a tyrant, way out of your league, on a training mission, no less.
Yeah, it was easy peasy.
That was reckless and goddamn magnificent.
I like this guy. Mission complete. You successfully installed the data probe and completed your training, and we beat a tyrant. I mean, you're gonna leave that out of the report? Save our progress.
So, Commander, to what do we owe the pleasure of your visit here today?
Well, I can't just ask Nagi to do everything for me. I'd be out of a job.
Hey, I delivered you the new recruit, didn't I?
Yeah, you won the bet. Don't worry about it, all right? I'll settle up with you later. You know I'm good for it.
The bet?
I'm sure I'm needed elsewhere. If you'll all excuse me, Commander.
What, you get $20 off of my recruitment?
Well, that wasn't obvious at all.
Huh. Look at you two. I swear, you're like two children excited about a new toy.
Hey, I'm not a new toy.
Look who's talking. I don't recall ever seeing you file a request to personally train a rescue before.
Is that so odd?
It is before we'd even asked her to become a blade, little Miss Stick in the Rear.
Usually I ask when I don't get your slang expressions, but something tells me to just let that one go.
Enough about that. Where are your manners, anyway? I still haven't been introduced to our new recruit here.
Commander Vandam is Blade's top officer.
The
In
top.
a past life, I was chief engineer on the White Whale.
Oh, okay.
Same idea, basically. Someone has a problem, I fix it. You follow?
From engineer to like military general,
Not
huh?
much for conversation, are you?
So you still haven't told us why you're here. From the look of things, I'm guessing this isn't a social call.
You don't think?
No. So let's cut the crap and get down to business.
Damn, girly, okay.
Sounds like you're learning my expressions just fine, Elma. Anyway, first we need Chatty Cathy here to choose a division and pull an assignment.
Ask about the assignment or ask about divisions. Divisions it is.
Pretty much everyone in New LA works for Blade, in one of several different fields. Helping to explore Mira, or to maintain order in the city, or, well, you remember Nagi's speech, right?
No, I don't actually.
There are 8 different fields in all,
I dozed
and each
off.
one has its own branch within Blade.
Yo, Pokemon badges?
Officially, they're called divisions. Naturally, you'll want to choose one that best suits your personality and your talents.
Let's start with the Pathfinders.
Ooh.
Pathfinder's #1 responsibility is planting data probes, like you did on your training mission.
Mm-hmm.
It may not be the sexiest job, but important? You bet your ass it's important.
I mean, you're out there in the danger,
We've only been
so...
on Mira 2 months. We don't know jack about this place. The more probes we install, the faster we can get our bearings here.
You
and
think
give
it's the
ourselves a
sexiest
fighting
job?
chance.
I mean, with a name like
We've already
Pathfinder.
detailed how important it is we expand the Frontier Nav network ASAP. So, for the time being, I'll just remind you of the highlights. It helps us keep Blade safe. It helps us keep the city safe.
I mean, don't all Blade jobs do
Most
that, though?
important of all, it's the key to locating the missing parts of the Lifehold and recovering the rest of the human race.
Okay, next up, Interceptors.
Ooh.
You met Akalov and Evans, right? Irina and Gwen? This is their division. Interceptors have one main duty. Protect New LA and everyone in it from the wildlife here on Mira.
Kick ass and take names.
Right now, this is probably our busiest division.
That sounds sexy to me.
Interceptors ride shotgun for the research eggheads. They escort VIPs around, and they help any other idiots who get caught out there with their pants down.
Kick names and take ass.
Next are the Harriers. Remember Doug Barrett, the Skell pilot conducting the test flight with Lynn? He's part of the Harriers.
The Harriers.
If you think of the Interceptors as defense, Harriers would be New LA's offense. They specialize in preemptive strikes on clear and obvious threats.
Oh, they're the strike team? I thought it was Interceptors.
Only on clear and obvious threats. They're not meant to go out and just blast any indigen that moves.
Oh, okay. Precision strikes.
And you got your Reclaimers. These guys are in charge of finding the other pieces of the White Whale. Among other things,
Not
that
particularly
is,
sexy.
including anything of ours left behind after a battle. Skell debris, weapons, personal effects. It can get a bit morbid, frankly, but it's gotta be done. Until we're up and running here on Mira, and have this place completely figured out. Everything we brought from Earth needs to be treated like it's irreplaceable.
True.
Also, the search for the Lifehold. That's mostly on the Reclaimers.
Next, Curators.
Curators.
Curators are the first to scout ahead to unexplored territory, bringing back whatever samples they can get their hands on. Fruits, bugs, sticks and stones, you name it. It's not all picking berries, though. Being a curator
That's you,
also
SF
means being
curators?
the first to encounter unknown indigens.
Next? Alright,
Treasure plus exploring. Prospectors? Well,
Prospectors
yeehaw.
do, well, prospecting. They poke around, looking for minerals, resources, and whatnot. Things we need for everyday life here.
Rock and stone, brother.
We packed all the essentials we could on the White Whale, but that won't last forever. We need to be able to replenish our water and fuel if we want to survive. And sooner or later, we're gonna have to figure out how to replace things from scratch. From the socket on a Skell's knee joint, right down to the frying pan in Lynn's kitchen. Without these guys busting their butts, we'd have no future to speak of.
Yes, yes, very important. But
Next
not
up,
very
Outfitters.
sexy.
All
Ooh,
of our ground
outfitters?
gear and Skell weaponry is developed in conjunction with private arms manufacturers, or AMs. Outfitters are Blade's way of supporting these AMs. They'll seek out anything that might inspire new weapon ideas, and even assist with testing new prototypes.
Finally, the Mediators.
Uh-huh.
These are the folks who keep everything hunky-dory with John and Joan Q public. Any problems a civvy has, they come to Mediators. Fight with your neighbor? Mediators. Lost cat? Mediators.
I think these
It's not
guys
a
are in the
division for
running
everyone.
for the least
You need to be
sexiest
a
job.
jack of all trades and a people person.
Oh, I'm not a people person.
Someone
Nope.
with my charming
Nope.
personality, probably not the best mediator. But if you got what it takes, it's a clutch role, keeping things cool on the home front.
Gotta keep the people happy.
All right, so I think that's all 8 divisions. Any idea which one you'd like to join? Don't fret
Ooh,
about it too
decisions,
much.
decisions.
Whichever you choose, you still have a lot of freedom in how you operate.
Freedom.
Mediators can still get out there and mix it up, hunt indigents, whatever. And if a Harrier wants to take a break and settle an argument, that's their prerogative too. To be honest, even though it's sort of frowned upon, you can actually change your division whenever you like.
Oh, cool.
So there's really no reason to stress about this. All right, you ready to choose?
Say you're ready to choose a division. Ask to explain the divisions again. I'll probably do that actually. But before that, I'm gonna go to the bathroom, take a quick bathroom break. I will be right back. Meanwhile, I will ponder in the bathroom as to what I'll choose. I'll probably be choosing one of the shooty bang bang divisions, but we'll see. All right, be right back. Alright, I'm back. Oh, not the start BTM. This one. Okay, it's active. Alright, I'm back. Unsure of which division to join? Mediators. Need help with your bathroom break? Mediators. Okay. For you guys that have already played this game, you said you were, SF, you said you were a, curator? What does this do for you in the game?
Fine. Once more from the top.
You did Pathfinder?
Pretty much everyone in New LA works for Blade. In one of
What does this
several
do for you
different
in game?
fields.
Like, is this like
Helping
part
to
of the
restore
MMO
order,
aspect
to
of this,
maintain order in
or
the city, or
nothing?
remember Nagi's speech,
you
right?
just get a fancy title by your name?
There are 8 different fields in all, and each one has its own branch within Blade. Officially, they're called divisions. Naturally, you'll want to choose one that best suits your personality and your talents.
Let's start with the Pathfinder.
Oh, if it's associated with your division, you get more for it.
Pathfinder's #1
I see.
responsibility is planting data probes, like you did on your training mission. It may not be the sexiest job, but important? You bet your ass it's important. We've only been on Mira 2 months. We don't know jack about this place.
Can I skip these?
The more probes we install, the faster we can get our bearings here and give ourselves a fighting chance.
They like to set up probes.
We've already detailed how important it is we expand the Frontier Nav network.
If I'm gonna be
ASAP.
setting up probes, then
So, for the time being, I'll just remind you of
might
the
as well be a
highlights.
prober.
It helps us keep Blade safe. It helps us keep the city safe.
Lore-wise, though,
And most important of all,
I don't think I
it's
would
the key
choose
to
this.
locating the missing parts of the Lifehold and recovering the rest of the human race.
Okay, next up, Interceptors.
Interceptors.
You met Akalov and Evans,
Strong
right?
contender.
Irina and Gwen, this is their
Irina and Gwyn look so cool too. That's kind of
Interceptors have
partially
one
being
main duty.
influenced
Protect New
in this
LA and
decision making.
everyone in it from the wildlife here on Mira. Right now, this is probably our busiest division. Interceptors ride shotgun for the research eggheads. They escort VIPs around, and they help any other idiots who get caught out there with their pants down.
Next are the Harriers.
Harriers.
Remember Doug Barrett, the Skell pilot conducting the test
I just
flight
don't like the
plan?
name. If they
He's part of
chose a
the
different
Harriers.
name, you know, like
Think of
Avengers
the
or something. I don't
Interceptors
know.
as defense. Harriers would be New LA's offense.
The Riot Team.
They specialize in preemptive strikes on clear and obvious threats,
SEAL Team 6.
but only on clear and obvious threats. They're not meant to go out and just blast any indigene that moves.
And you got your Reclaimers. These guys are in charge of finding the other pieces of the White Whale. Among other things, that is. Including anything of ours left behind after a battle. Skell debris, weapons, personal effects. It can get a bit morbid, frankly, but it's gotta be done. Until we're up and running here on Mira, and have this place completely figured out. Everything we brought from Earth needs to be treated like it's irreplaceable. Also, the search for the Lifehold. That's mostly on the Reclaimers.
Next, Curators.
Curators.
Curators are the first to scout ahead to unexplored territory, bringing back whatever samples they can get their hands on. Fruits, bugs, sticks and stones, you name it. It's not all picking berries, though. Being a curator also means being the first to encounter unknown indigens.
Next? Alright, Prospectors.
Rock and Stone.
Prospectors do, well, prospecting. They poke around, looking for minerals, resources, and whatnot. Things we need for everyday life here.
The only thing keeping me from
Packed all the
choosing
essentials we
Interceptors
could on the White Whale, but that won't last forever.
is that they say that they escort
We need
VIPs
to
and
be
stuff.
able to replenish our water and fuel.
And if I think
we
about
wanna
it,
survive.
escort missions are not great, you know?
And sooner or later, we're gonna have to figure out how to replace things from scratch. From the socket on a Skell's knee joint, right down to the frying pan in Lynn's kitchen. Without these guys busting their butts, we'd have no future to speak of.
Next up, Outfitters. All of our ground gear and Skell weaponry is developed in conjunction with private arms manufacturers, or AMs. Outfitters are Blade's way of supporting these AMs. They'll seek out
Yay
anything that
for
might
military
inspire new
industrialism.
weapon ideas.
But I guess it's kind of
Even assist
necessary
with
for this
testing new
world, right?
prototypes.
Finally, the mediators.
Mediators.
These are the folks who keep everything hunky-dory with John and Joan Q public. Any problems a civvy has, they come to mediators. Fight with your neighbor? Mediators. Lost cat? Mediators.
Can I
It's
mediate?
not a division for everyone. You need to
Can
be a
I
jack of all
mediate with
trades
guns?
and a people person. Someone with my charming personality? Probably not the best mediator. But if you got what it takes, it's a clutch role, keeping things cool on the home front.
Grass cut? Mediators. Can't decide between pizza or hamburgers?
All right,
Mediators.
so I think that's all 8 divisions. Any idea which one you'd like to join?
Yeah,
Don't fret about it
sure.
too much. Whichever you choose, you still have a lot of freedom in how you operate.
Freedom.
Mediators can still get out there and mix it up, hunt indigents.
Can mediators
whatever.
do my taxes?
And if a Harrier wants to take a break and settle an argument, that's their prerogative too. To be
And if an
honest,
interceptor
even though it's
refuses
sort of frowned
to
upon, you
escort
can actually change
VIPs,
your division whenever
can
you
I do
like.
that?
So there's really no reason to stress about this.
I'm really more of a
You ready to
shoot
choose?
first, ask questions later kind of gal.
Yeah, and? We're on pins and needles here.
Alright, alright. Confirm. Ask them to explain divisions one more time. You know, the third time's the charm, guys. Just one more time with feeling. Alright. Good thing they recap here in the screen. Pathfinder's main task is to place data probes, expand the Blade's info network. Interceptors' primary duty is to protect the people of New LA from indigent threats. They are in charge of eliminating threats from Mirror's most dangerous creatures. Reclaimers locate and retrieve pieces of wreckages from the White Whale. Creators are charged with scouting unexplored territories and collecting materials found there. Prospectors mainly focus on using Frontier Nav to mine for minerals and resources. Outfitters help arms manufacturers to develop new weapons and equipment. Mediators solve problems that arise between residents of New LA. And my role will be, drum roll please. It's Pathfinder.
Then it's settled?
It just seems like the thing that I would do the most of, I feel like.
All right. Thank God that's over. By the power invested in me, yada yada, you're officially a Blade.
Congrats. And welcome.
I know you're gonna do great.
Oh, I've officially joined Blade now, for realsies this time.
Now for the job. Let's get down to brass tacks. Nelson's team has gone missing. Last contact we had, they were installing a data probe out in eastern Primordia. Then, nothing.
Nelson. Pathfinders, right?
Are we talking indigents here or what?
Your guess is as good as mine, but they did have a Skell with them. You'd think they could hold their own, or at least run away.
Alright, we're on it. We'll head to their last known location and go from there.
Report whatever you find ASAP.
Of course.
I like this background music.
Let's move out.
Roger that.
Chapter 3, Search for Nelson's missing team in Southeast Primordia. We get storage probe, experience, and 20k money. I'm guessing they're also gonna let me do side quests here, right? Open up some more stuff. Here we go. You're officially a Blade now. Congrats! Becoming one of us grants you access to a variety of services, including the shop terminal, the AM terminal, mission control, and more. Some services are still off limits at the moment, but I'll get back to you on those later. Ever wish you could zip straight back to the place you visited? Well, that's why we have fast travel. Yo, fast travel unlocked, let's go! It allows you to instantly return to significant landmarks as well as any Frontier Nav sites that have data probes installed. Just access the map and use it. Arms manufacturers, or AMs, support us from the sidelines by developing new weaponry and gear. And by utilizing their services, we can support them too. Head to the AM terminal in the Armory Alley to learn more about working with AMs to make new gear. Missions comprise duties and requests received directly from the concerned parties or via mission control. They are divided into 4 categories and provide rewards and affinity when completed. Story missions. These missions advance the game's main story. You can accept them in the Blade Barracks. Affinity mission. These missions heavily feature your team members. You can accept them whenever you see the relevant icon. Normal missions. Most requests from NLA citizens or fellow Blades. You can accept them wherever you see the relevant icon. Normal missions. And then basic missions. Simple tasks like defeating enemies or collecting items. You can accept up to 20 from mission control. Nice. Blade reports. Blade reports are a communication tool that residents of Mira use to share useful information they come across. When you visit a segment for which you haven't completed the segment recon yet, you may receive a Blade report post. If you do, check your current position on the segment view of the map screen and confirm the segment recon objective, and do your best to resolve it. Nice. Division rewards. You can receive division rewards once per day by going to main menu online rewards, division rewards. You'll get more and more varied rewards the more allies you have. Oh, allies? So it does tie into the MMO stuff a bit. What should I do in the field? Look for treasure. Fight and stop enemies to get valuable items. Raise the survey rate. Raise the survey rate. Raising each region's survey rate brings special rewards. Try cleaning out each segment recon whenever you get the chance. Segment recon will note the treasure's appearance. If relevant, some tyrants only appear at certain times or in certain weather. And these conditions will be noted here too. I see. Restoring HP in battle. And then there's a bunch of other stuff. Oh, augments. Field. Wow, there's a lot of reading to do here. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna go for it.
Thanks.
I don't get it. Nelson's team was full of talented blades. They were even outfitted with skill. Make sure you're well prepared before you go. Your destination is an eastern part of Primordia. I will read about augments though. Augments are items which can set into empty slots of your equipment and grant additional effects. They come in many different varieties and help your character get stronger. They are mainly obtained by supporting the development of arms manufacturers and require materials, precious resources, and Miranium to produce. So it's gems, basically. Battle traits? Ah yes, melee attack up and whatnot. The mustache guy from Xenoblade 1's name was Vangar, was a mistranslation of the name Vandam, and he was the head of military in Colony 9, similar to how this Vandam is the head of Blade. Oh, nice. Like a recurring character archetype, almost. Can I get the customization center? Yes! This option is available for the customization center console in the Blade Barracks, letting you change colors and decals in the room, or to keep a pet after completing a certain mission. Completing a certain mission, it says. Nice. We won't tell you which one, but you're gonna get a pet later. The customization center hides a useful feature, a virtual simulator designed to give you a concrete measure of your skills by letting you run point attack challenges. Feel free to use it regularly and get a feel for how your performance is improving over time. Point attack. During simulation, some elements of the main menu will be restricted. Yeah, we'll give it a whirl. Why not? Just like Final Fantasy and Sid. Oh yeah, true. This feature lets you run practice battles against dummy foes in a risk-free environment. To get started, go to Customization Center, point attack. Challenge will begin when you attack the dummy. For the duration of the challenge, you'll get and attack the dummy in whatever way you like. The dummy will not fight back. Once the time runs out, if you put away your weapons, the challenge will end, and your results will be displayed. The results will list the total damage you have dealt during the challenge, as well as the average damage you were able to deal per second. Oh, nice. Return to Blade Barracks, press plus, and select Exit Simulator. There's a special menu that can be opened with plus during a point attack challenge. The Attack time settings, you can set a time limit in the challenge from 1 to 8 minutes. In the party settings, you can customize your setup, including your gear and arts. In the parameter settings, you can change the behavior of how resources such as TP and Aux energy are replenished. You can also exit the simulator to return to the barracks. Alright, can I have it be attacking? I know it said it doesn't attack, but... Well, we'll go for, I don't know, 3 minutes.
Let's get this done.
Engaging.
Lay out some fire for me. Got it. Now, melee attacks.
I'll make them hurt.
Flame grenade. Use an aura. Get control of the battle. Sliding slinger.
I'm gonna go for the leg.
Scream edge. Slim shadow strike. Fire carnival. Side slap. That's intentional.
I guess if I don't have ranged attack, I should go in for the blade, right? I like how your weapon is a weird crossbow gun, but it's just a machine gun. Yeah, I know, right? Design-wise, not my favorite, but it is my strongest gun, and to my knowledge, there's no way to change how the gun looks like. So I'm just gonna keep that as is, I guess, for now.
Shadow strike. Scream edge. Flame grenade. Move in and keep the rhythm going. Sliding slinger. Side flash.
I wasn't in range.
Carnival.
That counts as side?
Use an aura. Get control of the battle. Slim edge. That put a dent in him. Move in and keep the rhythm going. Shadow strike. Upper hand. Slim edge. Move in and do some damage.
The recovery time for the topple is really low. It almost makes me feel like I should just keep it for whenever we can get a setup going and use split edge or some of the other moves more often. How much is this one?
Fire carnival. Side
Or rather, how long does it take to reload?
Shadow strike. Slim edge.
Now pump
Ah,
up the
see, now I don't
legs.
have the follow-up to that.
Target in sight.
The yellow one is a bit faster than the orange one, but I need both to be able to have the optimal setup, I feel like. Because this does damage versus topple targets.
Early bird. Scream edge. Slim edge.
Did that work? Then move it and
Upper
strike.
hand. Now it's my turn. Sliding back to the him. Move in and keep the rhythm going.
Yeah? You'll want to see this.
Switching weapons is important if you want to get the secondary cooldown. Really? Oh. That's interesting. Alright. We did... I'll take a screenshot of that. We did 20k damage and about 112 damage per second. Which I guess is not bad. Switching weapons is important if you want to do secondary cooldown. Yeah, I just saw that. Actually, when I read your comment. The secondary line won't even go unless you have that weapon equipped. Which is wild. But then what that means is if I want to get the secondary stuff going, if I want to have it be loading in the background, that means that I would have to switch to my gun, which is supposedly not as accurate as the knife, and be doing that so that I can get the secondary cooldowns and then switch to knife, I guess? Yeah, so while waiting for the topple, you can charge the secondary cooldown for topple up damage art, yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Alright, we unlocked a few things here, so I'm gonna go take a look at those. That's not it. The Defense Secretary Nagy came out to greet the crew member personally. He must be expecting big things. Oh, so that's what the symbols mean by all the named people. So Trevor here is an interceptor.
What's wrong?
Ask Trevor for his opinion about you. Yes, what do you think about me?
I appreciate it.
Nagy asked if you wanted to be a Blade. You signed up on the spot? You got gumption, kid, I'll give you that. You ain't like the new recruits I got under me. They hemmed and hawed about joining Blade until the last possible minute. You keep that backbone of yours as handy as you go about learning the ropes, alright? Make me proud, Samus. Hoorah. Although I'm not taller than this guy. I thought I had set the slider to be particularly tall. I guess among the women I am the tallest, but there are tall men. Huh. If this is supposed to be 6'3", then I guess this dude's like 6'4". Marcus is also an interceptor. Wait, do you have anything else to say?
What's wrong?
Ask Trevor anything busted troubling him. Carl is pathetic. I put him on indigent control duty, but he hasn't killed a single one. If I haven't had so many damn duties of my own, I'd march right up to him and spank him like the insolent child he is. If you're headed that way, could you give Carl a message for me? He'll be the one loitering out in the front of the arms manufacturer's building. Tell him to put his head out of his goddamn work before Trevor has to stick a boot so far up his ass he'll taste shoe polish for a month. I'll look at his work done. It basically becomes useless once you get the other mechanic for secondary arts.
Hey,
Ask about Team Arena's fighting style.
check this out.
Before we engage into a big mission, the whole team always huddles around Arena and looks up our target in the enemy index. Once we worked out our plan of attack, we head out and engage the foe. You can use your Blade issue comm device to pull up information on any foe you fought previously. The battles here can be tough, so be sure to put your enemy index to good use, alright? I'd hate to lose you out there.
Hey, damn it.
There's some pathetic Blade guy who keeps giving Irina a hard time. Probably just doing it because he likes her, honestly. Still, that's no excuse to pull her hair like some grade school crush. Man up and ask her out for a drink or something. Pull her hair, that is some grade school stuff. Any fellow Pathfinders? Nope. We have the Harriers.
Hey,
Eleonora.
Yes? Be careful.
Training just ended, but you're already being sent out to track down Nelson's missing team. Commander Vanna must have taken quite a shine to you. Man asks a great deal of his blades, but he only makes such requests to the ones he believes are up to the task. Nelson's team was in the southeast part of Primordia, and we lost contact with them. I wish you the best of luck with your search. Oh, but I should mention one thing. If you're willing to pursue multiple missions at the same time, take a look at the mission control before heading out.
Yes?
That's the plan.
Wow.
Are you worried about me? Oh, thank you. I'm touched by the concern, but I'm fine, really. Maybe it would be better if you posed that same question to the people of New LA. I'm sure there are many who are troubled by something, but don't consider it significant enough to make a formal request of Blade. Hearing out people's troubles, that sounds like a mediator task. Oh, look at all these quests. We want to use Miranium to help run the integrated production plant. Bring as much as you can. Food development using Mira's bountiful supply of fruit is underway. Gather materials for research. Like-minded people to help gather Sanilac pearls. Fight Cyrene the Lost. Yeah, that's level 13 though. Yeah, okay. And then some of these have no prerequisite. Acorn abacuses? Bring us acorn abacuses. We're looking to get better understanding of the economic activities of those who were here before us. Interesting. Please bring us some ZZ rabbits for research. We require crush rings. Further details are on a strictly need-to-know basis. From the mediators, huh? Just what did the mediators get up to? Anything and everything, I suppose. Oh, okay, and then here's the actual task. Gotcha. Meranium. Or cran jellies. Slay Cyrene the Lost. 3 acorn abacuses, ZZ rabbits. Gather 5 crush rings. Suid fillet from a brass suid. Slay Archibald the Revolutionary at Primordial's Biano Lake while it's raining. Equip a titanium knife 2 and hunt 4 creeping bladas in Primordia during the daytime. Suid sweep and 4 brass suids. Meranium. Deliver 700 units of Meranium to Meranium Researcher in New LA's Industrial District. It said something like I can take up to 20, right? And then what's this side one over here? You cannot use this now. Oh, okay. So then I won't worry about it. Might as well just load up, right? I'll do the kill quest later. Meranium. The equip missions are the worst because sometimes you don't even have the right weapon and you can't buy it. Oh, interesting. We'll do this one. We'll do this one. This one. Level 11, huh? That should be within our level area. Maybe do it? I don't know. We'll see. I'd rather have it than not, right? Do it sweep. Arm testers, Meranium. Oh, I have a bunch actually. Maybe we'll complete them right now. You gather the suet fillet and deliver it to the dinner chef. Oh, I guess just that one, huh? Alright, map. Can I see... map. There we go. I'm right here. Mission control. Armory Alley. Oh, there's some missions over here. Wasn't there a shop too? They're also the worst because I have to read what weapon to buy and equip. Yeah, it said, being characters question marks above their heads will trigger a normal mission. Ah, I see. Party... Ground gear... It said something about an Iron Knife 2 or something. Where can I see my quests? Equip a titanium knife 2. Okay. So we gotta check out the shop and see if they have it. At least to the barracks. Here's Armor Alley or whatever. The AM terminal. Investing Meranium in AM's development is one way to interacting with them. Contributing enough will increase their corporate level, bringing new products to their lineup. Another way of interacting with AMs is by contracting them to upgrade the battle traits, additional effects on your gear. Doing this requires material salvage from enemies. One more way of interacting with AMs is by contracting them to engineer augments for inserting into empty slots of your gear. This requires materials, precious resources, and Meranium. Additionally, if you have augments you're no longer using, you can dismantle them back to get materials and precious resources used to make them. Meranium will not be refunded. You can also interact with AMs by contracting them to create powerful gear for you that is not ordinarily available at the shop. This requires materials, precious resources, and Meranium. Materials required to upgrade battle traits or engineer augments can be set for tracking on the navigation panel. Materials required to upgrade battle traits or engineer augments can be set for tracking on the navigation panel. Oh, cool. You can track whatever you need to get. Nice. You can do so while browsing the offerings in the AM terminal. Materials set for tracking can be double-checked in the material tracking category of the navigation panel. Furthermore, enemies with which necessary materials may be salvaged will be marked with a tracking icon. I see. Alright. Develop new gear is where I have a shiny. Weapons. Look at all these weapons. Among them, are there a titanium knife too, perhaps? Archetype knife. I'm guessing the titanium knife is going to be in the shop, right? Protective wear. Oh, maybe I can pick these up. And I can see how it goes. See, like the bunny suit right here. I need your best men, your top researchers to get on this so we can research a bunny suit for Samus. That is what we need here. First and foremost, priority number one. Forget weapons, forget armor. We need a bunny suit. It is of critical importance. It's so hard to get the material for that, really? A Telethia ring. I know that name. Yeah, a lot of this stuff looks like it might be hard to get. But damn it if I won't try. Telethia mentioned, I know, let's go. Thought I saw something else here too. Oh, the men's casual ritual legwear. Skull weapons, skull frames. Gotcha. Engineer augments. Wow, this gets real deep into the customization and stuff, right? Ryan, hey, welcome for the lurk. Welcome to stream, and thank you for the lurk. Is what I meant to say. Let's see. Attack augments, weapon augments, upgrade battle traits of my equipped gear. I can upgrade this iron knife, but like, why? You know? Worn sleeve. And then manage AMs. The following arms manufacturers are open for business. Sakuraba Industries, the central pillar of the Sakuraba Group conglomerate, which enjoys a reputation for excellent products. Sakuraba firearms exhibit remarkable stability and accuracy, qualities which faithfully exemplify the design ethos of their creators. Invest Moranium. Granada Galactic Group. This new arms manufacturer is an avid investor in beam tech research. Its best sellers are weapons that emphasize quick cooldowns and protective gear that offers high beam resistance. Oh. Use items to... I missed reading that. So right now we have Sakuraba Industries and Granada GG. Up-and-coming Spanish arms company devoted almost entirely to beam technology research. Their main products are focused on beam attributes. Either beam-resistant ground gear is a bestseller. So laser weapons and then beam-resistant gear. Then Sakuraba Industries. Known for stability, but they lag behind resistance against other attributes other than physical. Their CEO is called Dan Sakuraba. And their CEO for Granada Industries is, or Granada GG is Carmela Selena. Cool. What do I do necessarily? Oh, Moranium, which I don't have. Got it. How I get Moranium? That'll be a question for off-stream me, I suppose. Shop terminal. Weapons? Like it was a titanium knife, right? Yeah, titanium knife 2. It requires level 10 to wield and 6,400 credits. But is way better than my current knife, it seems. Yeah, I have an iron knife. Titanium knife would go from 218 points to 404. You'll get Moranium soon. Oh, got it. So at least we have it in the shop. Oh, I can't equip, but I can purchase it. Got it. Let's see. I gotta equip my team too. But I can do that off stream, I think. I feel like we're sufficiently at level to be able to continue onwards. But we could look at the customization options for our lovely waifu Samus, such as a diving mask, snorkel. There's like stat related stuff to this stuff too, right? But I'm really kind of looking at it from the fashion blade aspect. Survival headset, the goggles, the specs. If I really wanted to go into the building her a Varia suit, we can go ahead and give her the helmet. Too bad we can't like customize the colors on these, can we? Combat goggles, combat specs. Yeah, because they have like different variant here, right? Survival specs and combat specs. That's your color variation, I guess. Vivid goggles, specs. Yo, the Master Chief Spartan helmet. Valor headset. Yeah, and it's just gonna cycle through them, I think. You can do Varia suit without the helmet, that's true. There's also a thing in settings that you can make it like not show the headset, even if you want the headset to be added to your like defense and stuff. Forza mentioned, Forza goggles. The Reginald headset. Some of these are cool. Torso. Diving bodywear, yo! Take a moment to appreciate. Looking respectfully. Swimsuit top. That's a bikini top, basically. Survival shirt. We already have that. Survival bodywear, we already have that. Survival torso. It's like the beginnings of like a plug suit kinda. Combat shirt. And then it's gonna rotate through the colors, right? So right now we could build the Master Chief armor. Or the Spartan armor. Not necessarily like Master Chief's, but I mean like green and kinda in that same format. Xenoblade red bikini top. Kinda looks nice. And it's just gonna cycle through the colors, right? Okay. So that's pretty cool. Protective wear, the weapons, the inventory. Oh, this is our stuff? Can we sell stuff we don't use, like this proto knife? I can. For $0, because no one wants that hunk of junk anyways. Alright. That's all stuff I'll probably do offline.
Am I right?
There was someone we needed to talk to for like an additional quest. Elma gave you a weapon that's worth $0. Yeah, they're not gonna start me off with the greatest of gear, right? That knife is probably falling off already, you know. Rusty as shit. Just trying to see if I'll even survive. Sadie.
Hey. Now what?
Excuse me. Sorry to bother you. I know you're terribly busy, but is there any way you might help with a rather urgent quest? I promise I won't take much of your time. Heck, I don't have much of my own to spend up taking yours. Sorry, getting off track. Anyway, I know I should be running this request through official channels and all that, so I'm sorry. But there's just no time. I'm desperate at this point, and I'll literally take any help I can get. Not to say that you're just anybody. You're great. Haha. Look, I know I must sound completely bonkers, but just hear me out, okay? That's all I ask. Listen to what she has to say. Attempt to calm Sadie down. Really? You're going to listen to me? Oh man, what are the odds what are the odds the very first person I ask would help me out? Like 9 to 1? I'm shy, you see. And that about worked myself into a panic thinking I'd have to keep approaching strangers. What with staring and the awkwardness and... Yes, so I need you to deliver some supplies to a blade team on the field. I'm a mechanic, you see, specializing in skells. I tend to head up a lot of important projects. Sorry, did that sound kind of braggy? Anyway, just got a call from a team that's always been really nice to me. They asked me to bring them supplies so they can do a field repair of their skulls. Apparently, something called a whimsical duogill attacked them after they left on a mission, and now they're stranded out there. I pride myself on customer service, but me wandering around the city outside is just no. Bad idea. Especially with the whimsical duogill that broke their skull still kicking around. Much as I wanted to help, I'm just a mechanic. There's only so much I could do. But on the other hand, the thought of those poor skulls lying there all beat up just broke my heart. So I gathered some adventure-y stuff and left town, but then I kinda panicked about what to do next. The only sane plan I could come up with was asking someone else for help. And then you came along. It's like magic, only not. Anyways, I know I should post this to mission control. But, can you do this for me? Basically is what you're saying. Sure. But I don't have time for rules, man, but I can't just stand around filing paperwork and cutting red tape or whatever. Oh, and I'll pay you, of course. Actually, the leader of the team will be rescuing Will. I hope. At any rate, they're really in trouble, so if you could get these supplies to them, I'd really appreciate it. You're just expecting the person I deliver this to pay for my services? And if not, then I'll just come back and find you? Alright, lady. I'll trust you on it. First one's free. And then there was like another one over here. She has no time, and then proceeds to give you every single detail. For real. Yo, bikes? We get bikes here? A mech bike? This looks like it transforms, actually, into like a mech. Really rad. I like the design. So now we're gonna go to this next one. Is there any more in town? I guess not until I hit that area, right? So for example, there's these guys. The Moranium request. Integrated plant developer. A hero's ride. I'd like the never. So you guys were talking about how the blue missions are just like collect quests, right? I guess I could take a look at this. Give 1,200 units of Moranium to the integrated plant developer in the industrial district. Deliver 700 units of Moranium and the Moranium researcher in New LA's industrial district. We don't have Moranium yet, so I guess won't do that yet. And then this one doesn't have mission requirements, but I bet it's got like people yapping to me about stuff, right?
I see.
Kirsty? She looks cool with her sunglasses and her OL business suit. It's Samus, right? Acknowledge with a small nod. Ask who wants to know. Oh good, I've been looking for you. The name's Kirsty, with a K. Alright. I'm the operations manager for Frontier Nav. Nagi requested that I brief you on the whole Frontier Nav deal. Sound good? Sure. Tell Christy that you know all about it. Hear Christy out. Excellent. I like your curiosity. Always remember that Frontier Nav connects us to the land. And like the rest of Mira, it takes dedication and curiosity to really understand. So then, first lesson, there are several different types of data probes that can be installed at Frontier Nav probe placement sites. It's vital that you keep the desired application in mind, because each type of probe yields different effects. What's more, placing the exact same type and grade of data probe in neighboring sites will amplify the effects of each probe. Now, I could stand here and make you listen to a long drawn-out explanation, but I think it's better if you just try one out for yourself. Oh, the professional Christy. She wants me to install data probes, then change it to a mining probe G1. Interesting. This is how I get Moranium? Remember the data probe you installed out on the Eastgate Plain? Yes. Good, I can see why you're Nagi's shortlist. So if you ever need to verify its exact location, just access the segment map with your comm device. I point out a pair of placement sites in the plains past the East Gate that you can chain together on the Frontier Nav grid. Head there and install a data probe at each site, okay? But I don't want just any probes installed there. You'll need to change them to be the same type. That's how you get the chain amplification effects. You can swap around the data probes using your comm device. Just select the corresponding site on the Frontier Nav map. If you select Swap Data Probe, you can take your pick from all of the unused probes you've got. You do have unused probes, right? Here, take a few mining probes just in case. They're on me, but don't go spreading tales about my generosity. Your assignment is to travel to the 2 specified sites and install data probes there. Then, make sure all 3 of your installed probes are set as mining probes. You'll figure it out. It's all much clearer in action. By going to the main menu, you can check the status of data probes currently installed at FN sites across Mira, as well as swap installed probes around. Cool. Oh, so you're saying, mining probes is how I get Miranium. There's Carl, Sarona. I'm not seeing a lot of Pathfinders.
Got it.
Am I a solitary Pathfinder? All alone in the world? Oh wait, this is Pathfinder Central. But it looks like they're all out and about, I guess. Here's the probes themselves. I can take the elevator.
Hey.
That cuts off. And it's not like I can just jump down there, can I? Actually, is there a warp function? Open Frontier Nav often. You can check the placement of your data probes and swap them out for other types as needed via the Frontier Nav. LR on the map screen to switch over to Frontier Nav. Data probes can be installed at FN sites and are an integral part of the expanding Frontier Nav network. Once you've installed the data probe at an FN site, you'll then periodically receive resources and cash from it. You can also check the details of that FN site via Frontier Nav from the moment your data probe has been placed. Data probes come in many flavors, each with different effects and capabilities. Swapping one out for another may grant you some other benefits, such as the mining probe. Mines precious resources and uranium. The amount mined depends on both the grade of the probe and output of the Frontier Nav probe site. See. To swap out a data probe, select an FN site that you've already installed a probe at and press A. When you come across a new type of data probe, take the time to revisit your FN site info and see if it makes sense to replace any of your previously installed probes with a more efficient model. I see. How do I get to there real quick? Oh, I guess I could fast travel. Yeah, that would make more sense. And then we make a mad dash that way to the city center. I can't call an Uber, you know? Samus has to get her steps in. Was that a staircase? No, it's not. Gotta look both ways before crossing the road. West Melville Street. Yo, look at that limo. There's rich people here. I guess I am taller than the average citizen. Look at this guy. I'm like about half of a taller. It looks like somebody busted up their vehicle. Oh, is this a cutscene? Cutscene? Oh, it's not voiced though. I gotta do it myself. All right. Hey, this car yours, buddy? then it's your own fault. Blades ain't allowed to park here, see? Well. I'd heard rumors there were ruffians going about hoarding blades, or hounding blades. And now here you are. This is my lucky day. Let me guess. You rocket scientists used to be blades yourselves, right? But something set you off, so you left this to form this gang. How pathetic. And here I was thinking you'd be something special. And you're just a common pack of thugs. It's almost disappointing. You hate to see gangs and thugs in LA, you know? Who'da thunk it? I guess they're trying to be true to the original city. They are cowards for not letting us make taller women, and they should give us a boob size slider while they are at it. Speak your truth, King. I agree 100%. I could have made her even taller, but then I didn't want to make her like freakishly tall, like taller than any of the other characters combined, you know? Part of the making sure she doesn't like stand out too much in the cutscenes to make me like distracted. You got a big mouth, Pipsqueak. I bet it would look better if I knocked out a few teeth. Please, I have no interest in low-level chumps like you. I fear I'm something of a traditionalist, you see. Either you give me my great evil worthy of facing justice, or don't waste my time. Enough with the fancy talk. Put up your dukes before I end you. Put up your dukes? Who says that? Oh, I wholly encourage you to try. But be warned. Agents of swift justice always step forth after a chump drops a cheesy line like that. You had your character maxed out on a height and she wasn't really much taller? Ah, I see. Reveal yourself in front of these ruffians to save Justin. Sit back and see where this is going. I kind of wonder if he's gonna like just throw hands, or is he kind of like a coward, you know? A part of me wants to stay put and see where this is going, but that's not very justice of me, you know? We'll do it. You soft in the head or something? Grow up already. Oh no, he took a left hook, he's down. There ain't no heroes on this planet, especially the kind who wear tights. So forget about anyone coming to save your bacon, and most definitely your topple. Ha! Don't you know that heroes always show up at the last minute? And here we are. See? More blades. This wasn't supposed to be an unfair fight. Why are you wussing out on us like this? You got lucky today, Blade. But you might not be so lucky tomorrow, if you get my drift. Come on, boys. Let's make like bananas and split. You. Thank you. I think you just saved my teeth. I heard talk about a gang that was causing mischief around here, so I decided to take a look. And believe you me, I didn't need to look for very long. But alas, those ruffians saw fit to wreck my ride. I'm at a bit of a loss as to what to do about that. Express sympathy for Justin's predicament. Ask Justin to tell you about his attackers. What's to tell? I'd hoped they were villains of vision and character, but they turned out to be common street thugs. Not to say this whole incident has been a waste, though. I met you, and you seem to be something as a major player. If not the major player. Oh, I almost forgot. My name is Justin, and I'm Blade. It's good to meet you. What division you in, son? And you're Samus, huh? Well, you've got yourself a new fan, Samus. Since you seem to be cut from the cloth of a heroine, do you think you could help me find some replacement parts for my poor car? Your car looks like it's about to explode, though. With the right parts, I'll have it repaired in no time. I'll just stay here and think of some heroic questions for you while you're gone. Look forward to it. Justin's car is wrecked. Gather parts to repair it. Sakuraba Basic? What does it say? Oh, is that like a customization option? Should have left those guys on Earth as it blew up. For sure. But there was probably no way to like... no way to filter out people, I guess. It seems kind of dystopian to think about. Gather 2 anhydrous radiators in Primordia. Alright, I guess. I knew you'd accept. You're the type to always say yes, no matter how absurd the request may be. I mean, I don't know about that one, Chief. It's because you're an agent of justice. Such things are in your DNA. The only thing in Samus's DNA is Chozo. Puff up your chest and agree vehemently. Shake your head and admit that you're no heroine. Probably this one. The classic heroine response. Bold of action yet humble of spirit. One such as yourself would never brag about your daring do. In any case, what I need is a pair of anhydrous radiators. Got it? Thanks a million, heroine. Doesn't even know our name. Just calls us heroine. And he is a mediator, I think. If I see his tag correctly. Actually, can I see the relationship meter or something? Where is that? Intel Affinity. Where is Justin? There he is. A mediator who idolizes both justice and the comic book heroes he loved as a child. He is a mediator. Cool. Alright, well that's one mission grabbed. And then there's another one. Did I miss one on the other side? I thought it said 3. Maybe I'm just hallucinating an extra one. It's on the other side. This area does remind me of GTA. I forget what street it is in California, but it's like the really fancy rich one. In LA, I should say. Now we gotta talk to Joe. Joe Mama.
Now what?
What am I gonna do? This can't be all the parts. Yes, hello, welcome. Have a seat right there. I mean, if you want to sit down. No espresso or lattes today, I'm afraid. We're, sold out. Yes, that's it. So sad. Agree to drink whatever she can offer. Demand to know why there's no espresso. I'm not about to yell at her, you know? She's just doing her job. Oh wow, you're being real nice about this. But no, I mean, you took the time to come here and whatnot, so you deserve to drink what you really want. Hey, are you good with any machines by chance? You certainly seem good with machines, just, you know, aura-wise, so maybe? Tell Joe that you can sling a mean wrench if need be. Admit that you're probably better at breaking stuff. Is Samus a mechanic? I mean, she flies her own plane, right? So, she has her own ship. And I'm pretty sure she repairs her own stuff, being out and about solo. So I'm gonna say yes. I knew it. Sometimes you can just tell. I'm a complete basket case when it comes to mechanical stuff. Well, and most other stuff, actually. Anyway, the owner just got this new espresso machine, and it seems that I've somehow managed to break it. It should be okay once I get the right parts, but finding them has been a nightmare. I don't suppose you might know where I could find 3 heat-proof inox pipes, do you? Better latte than never is the name of this mission. That's pretty funny. Gather 3 heat-proof inox pipes in Primordia. Cool, I guess. Add it to the list. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad I asked. As soon as that machine is up and running, I'll fix you the tastiest latte you've ever had. I mean it. Nice. Alright, so that takes care of all the mission quests. There are some mission markers over there, but I think that just means like outside, right? Yeah. We can take care of a bunch of stuff here. And then there's a bunch of mission markers laying about here, probably to pick up like yellow, the extra stuff lying about, right? And then our quest markers over here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make a path here, like kind of beeline all this stuff and make our way to that quest marker for the main mission. So we're gonna try to We're gonna go try to fast travel. If we can. And it looks like we can. Over to Roof Rock. And we're just gonna take care of stuff that's in our immediate vicinity. Let's take a look-see, starting with this one. Heat-proof inox, huh? Level 55 and will attack upon on sight. Definitely don't want to mess with that. Oh, it's just lying about. Nice. What else we got? Deflection shield. There's a yellow thing over there that I'd like to get. Whoa, so many creatures. So many cool ones. Map. We're gonna have to hang a left. We're gonna hang a left as soon as I figure out how to get up there. I guess I can drop down on it from the side. But if there's a way I can Skyrim climb this, then I will. No, it definitely wants me to drop down from the top. From over here. Close? Oh, maybe not. Oh, wait. I found something. There's gotta be a less steep hill to climb on, right? Like this guy, maybe? Yeah, now we're talking. I'm queen of the world. Oh wait, there's level 15. There's level 15 targets over here. I can't just frolic on top of this rock. I gotta focus. And then where is the drop? It's like right below this, isn't it? Or there was like a hole or something. Ah, here we go. And then... This is called embracing your inner mountain goat. No, this isn't it either. This one? The thing is now I can't really see where the heck it went. Over that way. Ah, there it is. All right. Carefully, carefully. If I drop down from this one. Except that I can't really see exactly where I'm dropping.
Looks like we've got no choice.
Oh, what?
Open fire and don't let up.
We're just gonna retreat. Unless it triggered from the top. Oh, it did. I mean, can we beat this thing?
I have the high ground. Firing from above.
Over Anakin.
Sorry, I can't seem to get fired up.
Oh, we cannot do this.
Here come the fireworks.
Thanks. Side flash. Leave it to me. What? Yes. Hit him again.
Upper hand.
Yeah? You'll
I
wanna
missed
see
timing.
this.
Okay?
Nice
We can do
hit.
this.
Let's see another one.
Now it's my turn. Side flash. Move in and do some damage.
I'll make him hurt.
Oh, the timing for that is so fast.
Not like this.
If we respawn, it takes us back to the landmark, right? Yeah. Okay, maybe we don't go up there quite yet. Even though I want the shiny, I can't grab it quite yet. We'll focus on some other stuff that's around here. I do want that one though. It looks to be behind. Avoid the level 55 Apex Predator alien thing. Nice. Oh, we got all three. So now we can go to our next target, which is over here. I guess that marker is not really necessary, right? If it's gonna tell us where it is necessarily. Might as well pick these up while I'm running around. Level 8 and we'll target, and we're kind of in the path of the we're in the path of the predator alien thing. Oh, that's cran jelly? I see. How do I remove? There we go. So that's just pointing out like collectibles that I need for my quest then. And if there's any nearby, then I'll be sure to collect them as well. Oh, this is the guy. The guy we're supposed to deliver stuff to. I'd say I'm about his height. Yeah. If there's a way to edit my character after the customization screen, I think I'll maybe up the height. That's about it. Nathan says, "Please, Monica, you've got to understand. As Blades, our first priority is coming home alive. And as the one responsible for this team, I have to take the path with the least amount of risk." Monica. Monica says, so you just want to give up his life to save ours? Pathetic. Look, if you don't want to go, that's fine. I'll find Connor alone. Nathan says, Monica, that's crazy. Will you please listen to me for a second? Huh? What is it? If you're out here, I'm guessing it's because you're a Blade. In that case, let me ask you something. Should an entire team risk their lives to rescue one single member? Or should that team run back to New LA like a pair of sniveling cowards and wait for reinforcements? That was Monica. Declare that, if it was your team, you'd search for your missing teammate immediately. Repeat the mantra that safety first and recommend they retreat and regroup. Me personally, I'm like, no man left behind. See? You've got guts. What if our friend dies while we're sitting our asses back in NLA? What then? And if the two of us goes missing as well? How does that help, Connor? This is difficult to ask, but would you head north to Sickle Rock Rise and see if you can find an interceptor named Connor? He's part of our team. We got separated on a survey job and he hasn't come back. Welcome back, Connor. Nathan's teammate Connor has gone missing. Find him as soon as possible. Search Primordia's Sickle Rock Rise area for Connor. Sure. Thank you. I know it should be me going instead, but we got beaten to a pulp when our new survey mission turned into an impromptu copper Senicula hunt. Honestly, we're both at a loss here, as you can probably tell. I'm afraid if we go, we'll just invite more trouble. I'm sorry you had to see any of this, but I know that I really appreciate the help. We both do. As soon as we know Connor's location, we'll do our best to rescue him. Please help us find our friend. Hopefully he's not, you know, been eaten. You know, he's just another pair of boots that got dropped. Let me see. Next is we're gonna go this way. Even though there's a green there, we're gonna go this way and then over to our red marker. Actually, what's this one over here? The professional. And Connor's over that way. This one is different. It's green, but it's filled in. Does that mean this is timed? Or something? Like, lore-wise, it would make sense to go there immediately. Because, like, you know, he could be dead or whatever, right? But if I don't have to go over there quite yet, then I don't feel the urgent need to. I feel like if it were a timed mission, the game would be like, some missions have a timer on it and will expire after a certain amount of time has passed. Or something like that. Green filled in, just it's an active quest. Oh, I see. Alright, so we're at FN Site 116. What did they want me to do? Oh, the FN sites are fast travel? No expiring or missable quests here. Green filled means you can finish it, I think. Oh, interesting. I would just have to go over there. I see, I see. Run lots of the never. Segments, right? And then what'd I do? Oh, we fast travel. Map. Oh, it's active. Gotcha. Click. No, that'll just fast travel me there, won't it? It will. Okay. Then we do Frontier Nav. Okay, this is what I needed. Production A, revenue D, combat support B. Basic probe. The first data probe model to be installed at a Frontier Nav probe site mines precious resources, and the same way as a mining probe cannot be linked to combo with other probes because it's a basic one. Production at 50%. And looks like I'm mining 250 Miranium just on this one alone. And then it says swap data probe. What did that lady want us to do? She wanted us to... Oh yeah, it is currently active. Gotcha. Whereas I can track this one, or track this one, or this one. She wanted us to install data probe FN Site 114, 112, and FN 116. Change all those to a mining probe G1. Alright, bet. FN Site 116 to mining probe G1. We have 8 of those. And swapping will cost us money as well, so that's something to keep in mind, I guess. Alright. Then we need to go to site... What sites? I guess I could probably set it as a quest marker, right? Here we go. So I need to do this one. this one, and this one. No. I guess it's the 3, right? So this one and this one. Hero's Ride. So at some point we'll have to go that way. And then this is for Cran Jelly. And then over here. What level are we at? 7? So this level 9 one might pose some problems. If it sees us, which it didn't. With the probe active, you will get resources every couple of minutes. Oh, interesting. This is a high level-ish area. At least for our current levels anyway. I should probably be taking some fights here and there. But first, all the loot. There we go. Got the cran jelly. You gathered some cran jelly and delivered it to the plant. Okay, so that one automatically gets turned in. And it's the green ones that are more like side quest-y, where you have like, you're helping people and there's stuff you gotta do. Alright, this guy's level 8, but he's alone. I'm gonna try to see if I can take him on.
Fire! Don't let up! Target in sight!
Fire Carnival!
Shadow strike! Assault hammer! Hoorah! Now pump them full of lead while they're down. Swing edge! Side slash!
Pendant down!
Yeah, because my knife reloads a lot faster, I'm gonna go ahead and choose my gun skills to reload.
Move in and keep the rhythm going.
We need to keep our wounds healed.
I should heal
Oh, I gotta armor up.
Yeah, we're on top of this now.
Oh, I missed the timing on that. Alright, not bad.
Nice work.
You have to be moving, so you can't just leave your game standing there. Got it. They don't want you to just idly be mining free money, I suppose. Am I even going the right way? Yesn't. I need to be going that way. Well, I suppose I should track this one, right? Then yeah. This one's level 9. Ooh.
Easy now. Slow and steady.
He won't
Got
beat
it.
me. Fire
Shadow
Carnival!
strike.
Assault hammer! Hoorah! Now pump them full of lead while they're down.
Target in sight. Side slash. Now.
Good old
melee
rubber
attacks.
band and analog stick. The classic. Did he summon backup?
Use an aura.
Leave it
Get
to me.
control of the battle. Upper hand. Swing edge.
Wild smash!
Shadow strike.
Wild
Sliding slinger.
Pendant down! We can
Swing
eliminate
edge.
Fire Carnival!
Assault hammer. Flame grenade. Something nice. They'll move in and do some damage.
Very nice.
I don't know why they even bother.
You have a pair of Joy-Cons with bad drift that I used to have my character run around with. Nice. Finally making Joy-Con drift useful. Strange radio waves coming from alien debris on Cliffside Beach. Oh, level 10? They're just upping the levels here? Sure, why not?
Open fire and don't let up.
I've got shadow fire!
Oh, I'm down. My team got this, right? 30 minutes. Lynn just has a machine gun. A minigun. Oh yeah, they totally got this. Nice. And I get XP despite being down? Perfect. Oh, level 81 and will attack on sight. That's crazy. I don't want no beef with you, sir. Although there is a thing down here. Flipside Beach. Nice. Oh, it's a bee's nest. Bees? Not the bees. Gonna fight these crabs just to get more XP.
Questions later. Wow, Smith! Leave it to me. Slide. Shadow strike.
Nice. Move in and do some damage.
I'll make them hurt.
Side slash.
Wild down. I toppled him. Close in.
Now, my turn. Appendage destroyed. Move in and strike. Upper hand.
Bubble attack.
Split edge. Slide. Slinger.
Wild smash.
So nice. Move in and do some damage.
I'll make
Shadow
them
strike.
hurt.
I wasn't in position for that.
Deflect them. Knock them over with gunfire.
Use an aura. Get control of the battle. Slide. Slinger. Swing edge.
Carnival.
I'm torn. Do I master hand-to-hand combat?
Nice.
Or focus on ranged attacks.
Art acquired
Personally, I
trash
wanna
talk.
be an equally good cook and mechanic.
Nice. Let's go back on target. That away. I mean, technically I can go this way, right? Might as well take out some crabs along the way.
Open fire and don't let up.
I've got your cover fire.
Shadow strike.
Hoorah! Now pump them for the
Target
leg.
inside.
Down.
Lay down some cover fire.
Edge. That put a dent in him. Move in and keep the rhythm going.
Battle commands to Lynn.
Leave it to
Slide.
me.
Nice. Move in and do some damage.
I'll make them hurt.
Scream edge.
Does that work? Then move
I just need Lynn to use her gun. I don't really need her to use her shield, I guess.
I'll take them
Unless
down.
I can change her skill set to have taunt or something.
Does that work? Then move in and strike.
Nice.
Nice work.
Can I have mission? Can I tell them to what to do, like from the beginning? Character info, toggle gear, genius mechanic. Maybe in the arts. Let's see. Deal weapon damage, inflict toggle, flame cloak, trash talk, inflicts taunt. Okay, she does have a taunt, so she can draw the aggro. And then a lot of her skills are shield based, actually. So as much as I like to see her use her minigun, she actually is more of a shield user. The only skill she has for her Gatling is Fire Carnival. Interesting. So she should probably start with the taunt. and be able to do that. Party skills? No. Classes. That's just for me though, right? Yeah. Soul voices and status. Character info. Oh, that's just where we were basically. I guess not. Although I could do field commands in the battle, so I could even pre-plan it. Lin, do as you please. Concentrate fire. Use melee. Use ranged. Leave binding to me. Board your skill. Exit your skill. Assemble. Overdrive. I guess just kind of let her do her thing, right? Boost TV continually restores HP. Okay, so we have a healing spell now.
I'll make them hurt. Side slash. Side slash. Slide nice. Move in and do some damage. Recuperate. Use an aura. Get control of the battle.
That's a TP art.
Shadow strike.
Do I need to do something other than cast it to be able to use it?
Slide destroy. Move in and strike.
Oh shit.
I'll make them hurt.
There we go.
Is that it? Nice work.
I should probably read the description then, huh? The amount of TP you have is under your name. Gotcha. Okay, it says cost TP. It boosts evasion and continually restores HP. TP cost 1000. Boost evasion recovers continual HP over time. And it does have a secondary cooldown and a tertiary cooldown where the effect duration is longer. And the aura tier goes up. Whatever that might mean. I may want to upgrade it, considering we have some healing stuff that I'm not quite sure we'll get access to quite yet. But you know what? I'll save it. We're not doing too badly right now.
I'm in the zone. Let's close in and clean up.
Aura tier just means it's longer. Got it.
Move in and do some damage. I'll make them hurt. Fire carnival! Did that work? Then move in and strike.
Okay, so I have the TP 1000 to be able to cast the healing. So whenever I get a scratch, I guess I'll go ahead and do it.
Nice hit. Let's see another.
I guess I could do it. Oh, it's only on me.
Touch me up.
I can only heal myself
Which means appreciated. Shadow strike.
with the aura at least.
Upper hand.
I'm sure we'll get some other skills to be able to heal our team or something.
Now, melee
Leave
attack.
this to me.
Appreciated.
Watch me lay into it.
It's tough. Touch me up. Side slash. Swim edge.
Fire carnival.
Slide. Appendage destroyed. Move in and strike. I'll make them hurt.
Wild down.
Flame grenade.
Nice.
That's true on any planet.
I like the sound design for some of these skills. The explosion definitely feels explodey, if that makes sense. Are we gonna be able to take that level 12? I don't know. We may as well just continue onwards here. Fortunately, these monsters are not aggressive, so they're not gonna aggro on sight. Unlike the one up ahead. We need to go this way. Avoid all the aggro monsters. Talk to Miles. How tall am I compared to Miles? About the same height.
Yo.
Hey, little help over here? Some indigent attacked us during our assignment. Got one of my men pretty good. Skell is busted too. Damn thing won't move at all. Think maybe you could spare some supplies? Oh, Sadie sent you? Why didn't you say so instead of letting me flap my gums like an idiot? Here, give me the supplies. I need to get this skull patched pronto. Repair kit. Important item. A duralumin case that contains a number of materials required for repairing skulls. Thanks, pal. You're a lifesaver. I asked Sadie for help, but I wasn't exactly getting my hopes up. Know what I mean? I'm impressed you made it out here in one piece. Say how easy the trip was for a blade like yourself. Shrug and tell Miles that you got lucky. Lucky, right. Well, we sure as hell weren't. That indigent turned up out of nowhere. How the heck did you beat that whimsical dual gill anyway? That thing was huge. What? You made it all the way out here without running into it? Not even once? Yeesh. Either somebody's watching out for you, or somebody's got it in for us. One or the other. Wait, that means that damn whimsical dual gill's still on the rampage somewhere. Talk about a piece of bad news. Not every blade is lucky as you know. We've got to take that thing out before it kills someone. What do you say? Think that luck of yours is good enough to beat that whimsical dual gill? Me? I want to sock that giant lug right in its ugly face. I'm sure you know how frustrating it is to have your assignment put on hold. Do this for a fellow blade. Secure the route and kick that ugly thing right in the teeth. I'll be here waiting for all the juicy details. You mean you're not gonna join me with your skull? I thought we were gonna you know, ride into battle together, you know? As fellow vanguards? Pathfinders? Alright. Alright. Is that the target? Level 9? Seems doable. We're gonna attack it from the high ground.
Scatter 'em.
Locked and loaded.
I have the high ground.
Rattle them, boys.
From above.
Target fire.
Nice hit.
Shadow
Let's see another one.
Alright, I have skill.
Now pump them full of lead while they're down.
Oh, I'm swimming? No, I don't want to be swimming. I want to be engaged in combat. Targeting, please. There we go. Tentacles.
I can't move.
Engaging. Lay down some fire. Shadow strike.
I don't know why we probably disengaged when I went to swim, but
Did that work?
getting back into the battle was a little awkward. Oh, I can heal myself. Got it.
Sorry. I can't seem to get fired up.
She needs healing.
Roger. Here come the fireworks.
Slim edge. They're off guard. Stack them with a
I'll knock
melee
them off
attack.
balance.
All right, that should do it.
Is that it?
Nice work.
Easy peasy. I'm gonna go tell Miles that he's a scrub for losing to this one. Well, you beat that whimsical dual gill into next week yet? Hold on now. Judging from the air of confidence and that smug grin on your face, I'd say that baby's 6 feet under. Well, shoot. That's music to my ears. You cleared the path and made my day to boot. Pretty impressive stuff. Really gotta thank you. Well, while you were off fighting, I was working on the skull. Almost got it all patched up. Looks like we'll be getting back to work without losing much time, thanks to you. We'll bang these data probes in at the Frontier nav probe sites and be back home in time for supper. Hopefully the indigent data they churn out will make sure no one else gets another nasty surprise. Give Miles' plan a thumbs up. Ask Miles whether the Frontier nav probe placement sites are. Ask Miles where the Frontier nav probe placement sites are. I really like the thumbs up. It seems pretty on brand. I'll go ahead and do that. Hey, thanks. The Pathfinders are an elite group even by Blade standards, which means average schlubs like me have to work extra hard to keep up. And that means it's time for me to patch the skull up and get back to work. Some planet we picked to crash into, huh? Yeah, it's easy to forget how nuts this place is until you get your ass handed to you by some giant monster. I mean, for the foreseeable future, we're probably going to be fighting things that can easily crush skulls. I gotta remember to be a lot more careful or I'm going to wind up a lot more dead. No more rookie mistakes from me from here on out. You be careful too, yeah? Let's the both of us live a long time. See where humanity goes, you know? Mission complete. You have successfully delivered the supplies. Miles gave you some brief words of encouragement before departing. Nice. Nice. Love that XP. And now, that should be our last thing before we go into this story mission. Oh, tracking. There we go. Let's go around these beasts because they're level 13. I was just about to run straight into them. There is a thing over here that I kind of want to scan. Hopefully there's no mean monsters about. Look at that guy. Gentle giant just slurping the water. Nature's beauty. Anyways, here's their poop. I think I just stepped on it. Gross. Scan the poop. Don't get close to the poop. We got 2 BP for our troubles. You like that the dialogue in this game seems surprisingly natural? Yeah, it really is nice, right? All the characters have like unique cadence to their voice. They're not just all talking with the same mannerisms. That guy, I wasn't sure if he was Southern-ish. He had some kind of like, he had some slang to him, and maybe just a tad bit of twang. So I wasn't sure if he was supposed to be like a Southern accent, or maybe just like loose, chill guy accent. I'm not exactly sure. There's a camp over here, so I just wanted to make sure I touched it so I can get the fast travel. Nelson's team set off to climb the mountain that's just ahead, but I have no idea what happened to them after that. And I guess we go up that mountain as well. Level 6 and level 5s here, though. We definitely were supposed to come straight to this area instead of mucking about with the level 10s and 12s. Sea Swept Ridge.
They've seen us.
Oh, from where? Oh, the plants?
Engaging. Lay down some fire for me. I'll blast them wide open.
Fire, fire,
Nice. Move in and do some damage.
I'll make them hurt.
Stop it! Flame flow!
Appreciate it. Did that work? Then move in and
Is there more than one?
Side
Oh, it's just this one.
side slash. Upper hand. Swim right. Did that work? Then move in and shadow runner. Shadow strike.
Level 8, though. Oh, they're staggered. I wish I could topple.
Nice. Move
I'll
in and
make
do
'em
some
hurt.
damage.
Fire carnival!
All that experience
Nice.
paid off.
If you want to be super optimal with fighting, you can switch your weapon right after the auto attack is done to have no wait time between attacks. I mainly do it with all my arts. Mainly do it when all my arts are on cooldown. Gotcha. I was kind of sort of learning that already, to just auto switch. But I do have to make it an active thing that I gotta remind myself on. Oh, level 17. I'm not sure about that one. Gotta make sure I don't go over there. But there's loot over there. Yo, look at that thing. Eutropio, the Sea Rumble. Level 45. Non-aggro, so we should be fine. Oh, cutscene time.
Damn. I knew we would have heard from them by now.
Ooh, voice time.
It was definitely fighting something. But this damage, it's not the usual claw or bite marks.
No signs of the team. If they were eaten, we'd know it. So did they walk away, or were they taken?
Suggest searching the area. Suggest heading back to New LA.
Right. Either way, they couldn't have gotten very far. Let's keep looking.
It's not like we've immediately determined that there's a
Hold up,
threat
Emma.
or something.
Check this out. I'm picking up an Earth-based IFF signal coming from that direction. It's Pathfinder.
That thing over there, maybe?
It doesn't look natural, does it?
No, it doesn't. It looks like trouble.
Uh-oh.
And look at this. I'm picking up readings for other life forms too.
Are we gonna get a
Multiple
view
signals
of this
moving
game's
around inside the
Mechonis?
structure.
Mechons?
Elma, you don't think?
Suggest that they must be intelligent life forms. Suggest indigents may have wandered inside. That's the most likely answer. Right? You can't just say aliens, you know? Although it could be aliens, considering the whole plot of this game is that aliens shot us down into this planet, right? Now I don't know. I'm gonna go with the first one.
I think you're right. Look at their movements. They're controlled, orderly. They're definitely not wild animals. Now the question is, are they native to Mira? Or are they visitors like us? And if so, from where?
You think it's one of the forces that destroyed Earth?
Let's not jump to any conclusions. It's a big universe out there. Of course, we shouldn't rule it out either.
Should we call this into HQ?
Probably.
Yes, but not from here. If we're picking up their signals, they might be close enough to intercept ours.
You there. Drop your weapon.
Uh-oh.
Stay calm. We don't want to provoke them.
Earth aliens. Surrender. Now.
They know about Earth? You may have been right after all, Lynn.
Lower your guard and negotiate. Prepare to attack. What if they come in peace and I just start blasting them, you know? But if they've got guns, then we should also have guns. Then we can have a conversation, I feel like.
Stand down. Did you already forget my first lesson? Fighting is a last resort.
I did
Our
forget the
friends here
lesson.
appear to be able to speak our language. Which means we need to find out if diplomacy is a viable option.
Mang.
You're right.
We come in peace. And we're willing to negotiate.
She
If you
said
have
the
any
line.
Earth alien prisoners, we'd ask the conditions for their release. If you don't, we'll leave you in peace.
And if you don't, we'll leave you in pieces.
No conditions. We have our orders.
See, I would have already shot them.
All Earth aliens must die.
Mm-hmm. Yepers. she decided to give me a quick DM before we got into this fight. Before you start getting into scraps with Xenos, let me tell you about a new combat technique called Quick Cooldown. It sends a jolt of auxiliary energy, or aux energy, to your weapon, instantly recharging an art on cooldown and letting you use it again straight away. Quick Cooldown. Why while selecting art on cooldown? I want to pick the wrong answer so that Elma will yell at me more. That is true.
They've seen us. We should weaken them just to be safe.
Quick cooldown, huh?
Scream edge! Fire! Gonna do some damage. I'll make them hurt. Shadow
Got him! Later, cover fire!
Side slash!
Leave this to me! Thanks a bunch.
Slit edge!
Wild down! Sorry, I can't seem to
Early
get
bird.
fired up.
Can I hit Y on this to reload? Oh, I guess I don't understand how the quick cooldown system works.
Shadow strike. Nice hit. Let's see another
Leave
one.
this to me.
There we go.
Now, melee attacks. Side flash. Chrome armor.
Thanks a bunch.
Shadow runner. Swim upper
He flipped right to me as I was doing it.
shadow strike.
Nice. It lets you use the art even if it's in cooldown. Oh, I see.
So much for the diplomatic approach. What's the deal with wanting us all dead anyway?
Yeah, I wonder. They did mention they were following orders. Maybe someone higher up their chain of command would be willing to negotiate.
You can store more of the auxiliary energy that's needed to use quick cooldown by obtaining additional energy clips. You'll get these as rewards for raising the survey rate of Mira, so that's another reason to keep at it. Interesting. Quick cooldown. Quick cooldown is a function that allows you to instantly charge and use an art that is on cooldown. To use it, select an art on cooldown and press Y. Using quick cooldown will consume aux energy in proportion to the amount of cooldown time the art had left. So if you're using it at the very beginning, you're going to be using like 75+% of aux energy, right? Oh, consume the energy in proportion to the amount of cooldown time left. Yeah, okay. The aux energy you spend will not regenerate while in battle. Instead, it will be fully restored once the battle is over. Oh, okay. So you have a set amount of aux energy. Obtaining special items called energy clips will increase the maximum amount of aux energy you have to play with. Got it. Got it, got it, got it. Storing appendages. I think we already saw this one. Additional rewards. Yes. Okay, seems like a cool system. Let's see what's up ahead. A lot of research parts. Scrap. Humanoid Slayer 3. There was like one more over here. Control Chopper Wreckage. Mining Probe G1. And Research Probe G1. T-Swap Base. Are we gonna be fighting more Xenos?
Lynn, can you give us an approximate location for that IFF signal?
Let's see. Seems to be originating from that building over there.
Then we'd better get moving. There's no time to lose.
Oh, there's a whole other path we have to take before we can get up there? Or can I Skyrim my way up there? It looks climbable. Let's see. Let's see if it's possible. Nah. Nah, they really want you to go the scenic route. Yeah. Okay. Then I guess I'll just call it here. And we'll continue the second part of this story mission tomorrow, actually. This was our Thursday stream. I did say I was gonna kind of double up on Xenoblade for a bit. Once I'm more established and I've got like a good control, a good idea of like what to do here, then maybe I'll rotate back to Dark Souls 2 times a week, or perhaps even doing another game altogether of the wild card variety. But I think, yeah, I think I'll call it here for today. Pretty solid progress, I think. We managed to establish a lot of things that we'll be using throughout the game, like the shops and stuff, getting the quests and what have you, and getting some of the story bit out of the way. We finally met the, what I think might be the antagonist for this game, right? The Xenos, Xenoblades, what have you. I should probably save. And we'll just pick it up here tomorrow as well. I'll save this one because why not? Let's see. Pretty solid stuff. I think I might be playing this a bit off stream after all this is over, just so I can get some more collect quests out of the way, and I can get some other missions out of the way, so we can just go straight into the quest stuff and go directly from there, basically. But overall, pretty good. I'm having fun. I like that the battle system is basically like the battle system is pretty much just like how it was in Xenoblade 1, with a few variations here and there to keep things fresh. So overall, I'm pretty much enjoying it. I'm digging it. Now, I'm a little worried, actually, going back to a previous game like Xenoblade 2, and then finding out that their mechanics are a bit less quality of life-y than this game, you know? That's always a risk you take by playing a newer game and then going to play an older one, but considering how much everyone loves Xenoblade 2, I don't think that'll be a problem, per se. Just right now that I'm really getting comfy with the mechanics and like all the quality of life stuff that this game has. So I'm just kind of wondering like, is this gonna be a problem later? I guess we'll see. They all have different gameplay strengths. Got it. But yeah, been having fun with this game so far. I can't wait to look forward to see what else we got in store for this. I did see this though, actually. I'm gonna kill this bug because it's annoying the crap out of me. Where are they? There's gotta be a closer one, right? Oh. Now that I'm targeting, they all of a sudden go quiet. They're there.
Let's go. They're off guard. Stagger them with a melee attack. I'll knock them off balance.
I did see something in the character, like character selector, and I kind of want to showcase that here in a second.
I'll make them hurt.
Where do I see how much energy, auxiliary energy I have? I'll have to look that up later. Okay, they're gone. All right. As I was saying, this part really interests me. It's the green bar. The green bar. I don't want to take on this guy to just prove a point, but I'm sure it'll make sense. I'll figure it out. What I really want to showcase is this right here. The reserve members. There's like 4 times 2, 3, 4, 16, 17, 18, 19. There's 20 more characters to unlock. Am I reading this correctly? That I can add to my team member list? If so, that's crazy. I mean, I'm sure some will be like hard to get characters, some will be hidden characters, right? But still, if that's like the amount of characters we're gonna see throughout this game, that's pretty impressive. I'm not sure how I feel about the dynamic between Lynn and Alma, like combat-wise, not story-wise, right, or lore-wise. But I'd like to see like how many other characters we have and how we can spice up combat with their own movesets. There's only one character that's kind of hard to get. Under arts.
Scatter 'em!
Let's see what you've got.
Oh, it's literally that yellow line. I don't know what I thought that yellow line was. I thought it was just like highlighting the fact that I could do auxiliary. Like in my mind, I thought that yellow line like was just a placeholder for text, and that if I was near or able to do a certain move, like text would pop up under that line and like it'll tell me what to do. I didn't see the actual individual marks underneath that would denote like how much battery charge it has. I see. Okay, that makes more sense. All right, but yeah, that's gonna wrap it up for today. Hope you guys enjoyed Xenoblade Thursday, and look forward to tomorrow, which is Xenoblade Friday. Xenoblade Friday. And we'll get more Xenoblade goodness coming your way.
How did they see us?
Oh god. Was I engaged in battle? Can I do this? At level 10?
Don't let up.
Oh, they're level 29 now. We need to bail. We're getting out of here. Yippee! And we're getting the hell out of here. Yeah, they interrupted my outro, the jerks. What the hell? Do they not know who I am? Anyways, glad you guys enjoy this. I'll take you to the ending screen now. This has been Eagle, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Oh shit, you know what? I forgot to, well, you know what? It doesn't matter. I'll see you guys later. Bye.